change this layout, man. Can't see.
42. Point already one done.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah. When it's in red, you can't go wrong, huh?
Should be live. Hashem Yahushai B'Shem Barkadash.
Prophesy the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, right? The fulfillment of the word of the Heavenly Father, destruction to Babylon the Great, which is America, all right, and the downfall of all of our enemies, and all the other nations outside of Israel, beginning Esau, Edom, also known as Idumea. They're about to run off a cliff, man. We're loving it. It's sensational stuff. Watching you Edomites bury yourself, man. Shame.
Because of the wind, could you come closer? It's a lot of wind.
Can you hear?
Yeah, but you know when it's like hella windy and stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
can't. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. And listen, Yahweh Shai set this whole thing up. But before we get that first scripture, right? Can we go to Revelations 12, I think it's like the 9th verse or 8th, because Yahweh Shai and his sacrifice, since we're in the midst of the Passover, who Yahweh Shai is our Passover. He is the lamb which was slain, and he was slain so that we could receive what? Remission of sins. Yeah, verse 9. Right? The Lord made a sacrifice for our sins, man, that we could be delivered from the penalty of sin. Right? Which includes being in captivity. Right? Because being in this captivity and suffering as we do, we have to suffer under the authority of Satan. We wake up every day under the authority of the devil himself, walking around in a suit with a tie on, passing laws and lying all day. That's what we gotta wake up to. And we can't even shut him up. He's just talking. That's sufferation in itself, man. He's watching this guy lie and double speak all day. They just, and it's getting worse. They keep showing this, especially this guy Trump and these guys. They remember say one thing one day, and the next day they're like, "You got the next clip." 7 seconds later, he will say something. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, contradicting. Like, what kind of insanity is this, man? We have to live in a world filled with lies, man, which is disorderly. Lies are disorderly, man. Confusion, right? But guess what? That's part of the curses because we disobeyed. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord removed from us peace. Now we ain't got no peace. We got to deal with this devil. Yeah, go on.
It's the book of Psalms 144 and 11.
Oh, beautiful.
Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children.
The strange children is talking about these Edomites. They're strange children. They're a foreign people. They ain't got nothing to do with us, man. They got a different spirit and a different outlook. They're the seed of the wicked, man. All right,
whose mouth speaketh vanity.
Right, their mouth speaketh vanity. Like I was going to do a video on it, and we're seeing it in real time. And like how Esau runs propaganda against. If he wants to, steal, murder, right? What he'll do is he'll start running like a propaganda campaign against the people he wants to target. So he'll cast that person down as basically everything he is. They'll be crazy, they'll be fanatical, they'll be the devil, and then he'll just repeat it over and over again. They keep repeating, they're the largest sponsor of state terrorism, they're the largest sponsor of state terrorism, they're the largest, and they keep repeating it over and over and over again. When it's not true, but guess what? They keep repeating it. People start believing it. Oh, we can't let Iran have a weapon. We can't let. And the notion is that the Iranians are so backward and so beastly and so low IQ and so insane that they can't even have any weapons. But the man who does have these weapons and uses them willy-nilly He's the craziest. It's okay for him. But why? He's dehumanizing the Iranians. Just like he dehumanized the people of Palestine. He dehumanized the Arabs.
When you really look at it, the way that the Iranians are acting right now is very rational.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's very rational. It's what you expect man to do.
But the picture is these are just crazy fanatics that just want to behead people and
Well, it's a notion like, when America or Israel, they attacked, the civilian infrastructure. That's known as a war crime, right? But then when Iran did it, no different when Israel did it. Iran did it, like, see, but bro, you started it, like you started the beef.
Now, like I always said, this is a glimpse into exactly what the Native American Indians had to deal with.
Okay.
This is exactly what they were dealing with.
Yeah.
A group of people. Oh, they're savages.
Okay.
They're crazy. They're unreasonable.
Okay.
And then that gave them justification to murder and kill them and steal their land.
Yeah.
And then when the Native American Indians will fight back, they become even more of a savage. Now you're blaming them for their acts of defense or their acts of resistance. It's the same thing. You look at over there in the Middle East, you're over there. You got resistances forming against you, and those resistances you call terrorists. If you weren't over there messing with them, they wouldn't need to exist. Hezbollah was created as a result of an Israeli invasion into Lebanon. If that man never invaded Lebanon, there would be no Hezbollah. Same thing with the Native American Indians, man. Oh, they're scalping, they're doing this. No, you did all that. And they did it back to you. Now you get to focus on that and go, oh, see, they're the devil. Now look at Jake. Look at what they did to Jake. Jake is cast off as a criminal. Jake was on the same propaganda you see them running on the TV about the Iranians to paint them in this way that allows them to kill them without any conscience. It's the same thing they did to Jake. Oh, he's just a sexual beast. Oh, Jake just gonna rape anything. Jake just got no sexual discipline. They're just a beast. They're violent. They're super violent. They love these not all the tropes that Esau constantly pushed about Jake. We're lazy. We know what the stereotypes say. We're lazy, we're violent, and we're sexual predators.
Like a couple precepts.
Right? Hold on.
And the first one I want to get is from Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 32, verse 17. It says, a simple man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. His will was always to do this evil, this wickedness, right? But he finds, he frames it in such a way that he wants to appear as a good guy and everything. That's why he speaks about, Satan appearing as the angel of light. He wants to look like he's righteous in the situation, right? But he's the evil one, like I said, starting all these things. And then blaming others like, oh yeah, because they're retaliating. Yep. But what do you expect to happen?
And they run a smear campaign. And Jake, the so-called Negro, has been having a smear campaign running them for hundreds of years. For hundreds of years, they've been. Jake is. But meanwhile, Esau's in one day has killed more children than Jake has. Even if you want to talk about the gang violence dudes, the gang violence dude ain't never blown up no school.
Oh, I found out it wasn't even a double tap; it was a triple tap.
Yeah,
wow.
They hit it 3 times.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy. You ain't. So, but Jake would. If Jake done something like that, we will be stigmatized forever. But Esau gets to be like, well, we'll do an investigation.
It will investigate ourselves.
So what we're seeing is that, guess what? Esau is that old serpent. His modus operandi hasn't changed. It's the same devil. He's going to dehumanize you. He's going to smear you. And then he's going to kill you. This is how Esau operates. And we're seeing it in operation right now. And he done it to Jake. He do it to other nations. He's going to do it to Jake again. Right? That vanity, man.
Just one more. Deuteronomy 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. And that's what we've been turned into. That's why we have, we have all these negative connotations put upon us, man, because Esau had a spreading propaganda basically about Jake. And so every nation looks at us as low life, low IQ, low moral, low standards, and all this kind of business. But it's not the truth. Esau's made us or helped us become the way we are. Oh, you're drug addicts. We'd help you to pump drugs into the neighborhood.
Yeah, but what about Esau?
Exactly. He doing the exact same thing, but he's classy. He's respectable. but you're the worst one on the planet. You got good PR because you run media.
Yes, of serial killers. They come in. They frame Jake as violence and murder.
Yeah, these white people just odd ones out.
Yeah.
You know?
But you could go on the TV and talk about unlimited violence and unlimited ammo and bombing people back to the Stone Age. You could do that. Esau can do that because they control the media. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part of the vanity that Esau pushes out there. That everyone else is evil and low IQ, and Esau's the high IQ, civilized one. When no, he's the most.
He's one bringing the most death.
Yeah, he's the most demonic. He's the guy that needs to have all of his weapons taken away.
Yes.
He needs to be defanged. He needs to have his great teeth broken out of his mouth. And then there's going to be peace. And that's exactly what's going to happen in the scriptures. Esau's going to get their teeth broken out of his mouth. The same thing he's saying that he's going to do to the other nations, ultimately is going to happen to him. Because he's the one that needs to be brought down a peg. He's a maniac. He's a maniac. He's a maniac. And he's been a maniac for hundreds of years now, consistently causing mass death in the earth. No, you said you were getting something.
This is Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
That great sword, that military, and they damn well use it, and they're proud to use it. But then they use their media, their propaganda machine, to make up lies to justify them using it. And you see it. Oh yeah, because Iran was remember, because Iran, they just say it, because Iran was a threat to the world. What? Man said your children are safer because they're bombing Iran. What? Who was worried about Iran? Who was waking up in the morning going, boy, I hope somebody stops these Iranians. You know what I mean? No, it's just,
being affected by
you just made it up. It's a movie narrative.
They
It's not
were
real.
this close to attacking. What?
Like Iran was just a minute away from just attacking the whole world like rabid.
And because that would be insane. But that's just not how people
It's not reality. Oh, they got missiles that could reach England.
Even Jin Con, I don't know where the fuck it is, right? Even as crazy as he's supposed to be, bro, he ain't just launching missiles at America or South Korea.
Yeah. And for the longest while, they kept bringing him up.
Yeah.
Oh, he can. Well, these man, again, going back to Psalm 144, vanity, lies. Okay.
Go on. Psalm 58, verse 1, right? Do you indeed speak righteous, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye wait the violence of your hands in the earth.
That's right.
The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Now, you might say, oh, there's some balance in America. No, there's not. When you look at the left, the Democrats who are coming up against Trump, they're not coming up against Trump and saying that everything that they say about Iran is a lie. What they're saying is, oh, Iran is an evil regime, and they have killed their people, and they're this and they're that, but we don't like the way Trump is dealing with it. So they're giving it cover. Instead of coming out and saying...
It becomes more about Trump than it really does about Iran.
Yeah.
You know?
Because the truth of the matter is like, that's not the truth. Yeah, that's not the truth. But you see, the Democrats are not truth tellers either. The devil, what they do in politics is they'll make sure they keep the framing in a way that the underlying lie is secure. You'll see it. Next time you watch these guys talk, they'll say, well, you know, Iran is a threat. And it's like, hold on, no, there wasn't. Why are you lying? Because his job is, yeah, we know we got to be the opposition, but we can't undermine the whole lie. But we have to show the people there's some kind of other side to the argument. So we'll make the argument about something stupid, but we'll keep the bigger lie intact.
So who's lying then? Because is it the intelligence officers that said there was no threat, or is it the hawks in Washington that want the war in Israel? Netanyahu and these guys. Who's lying?
They're all lying. They're all liars. This is the issue. That's why there's no saving this kingdom, because this kingdom doesn't deal with truth. It's just different levels of lying and confusion, hypocrisies. You know what I'm saying?
Proverbs 29:12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked.
That's how the game goes. The whole thing is corrupt.
Because only wickedness is going to come out of that situation.
So you got guys saying, oh, if Kamala was... Listen, bro, they're all in on the same game. They're all in on the same game. They're all devils. And today the devil will play this role. Just like before, Trump was saying, "Oh, Biden's going to start World War III, and we need to not have any wars in it," because he was playing the opposition. Then when he gets into power, he just does what Biden was doing. Because ultimately, when he spoke that day, he didn't actually believe what he was saying. He just needed to be in opposition. Because that's the game. There's an opposition. And that's why all the time with these politicians, man, will go back to like 4 years ago, and they're saying the opposite of what they're saying today.
Yeah.
Now they're in power.
Yeah. But one thing's for sure, they always align with Israel.
Yep.
Always. Doesn't matter what side that,
Because they'll keep the base of the lie the same. You finished on that?
I've got this little bit more, I guess, yeah. So this is back in Psalms 58, verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely.
You're not going to reason with Esau Edom, because Esau Edom doesn't care about truth. He doesn't care about righteousness. He doesn't care about morals. What he cares about is the lust of his belly. He has a goal, and he doesn't care how he gets to that goal. That's what you got to realize. If with the Native American Indians, what was his goal? He wanted the land. Nah, he don't care about truth. Truth is, how can we maneuver to get the land? It doesn't matter whether it was right or wrong, none of that matters. How can we manipulate the situation to get the end goal? So when you're coming in trying to find a way to reason or convince otherwise, that ain't gonna work, because he's already made his mind up that this is what I want. So you could try and come and negotiate, or bro, you're negotiating with the devil. The devil, he's looking at you thinking,
Knife behind his back.
Yeah.
He's like,
he don't care what you got to say. There's no negotiation you're gonna have with a man that's completely consumed with his pride and with his lust. He wants it, and he gonna have it.
It's like the movie Killers of the Bloodflower Moon, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's so that Esau is, he'll be your friend. The scripture tells you what he's like. He'll befriend you. He'll do all these things, man. But he's gonna fucking kill you and take what's yours.
Yep,
that's what he's about.
Whether it's right or wrong. So let's say you convince him that it's wrong. He'll do some mental gymnastics and find a way to make it right. That's what it is. So when you get these Edomites and you try and convince them it's morally wrong to do what you're doing, you see it. You see it on the programs. It's like they're talking to a deaf adder, because man ain't gonna accept that. They're either just gonna repeat what they already just said, or find some other way to manipulate things to make themselves right, even when they're dead wrong. That's why we don't really reach out to Esau and say, "Oh, Esau, can you treat us right? Can you pay?" No, the Lord is gonna have to bring judgment on these Edomites, right? Because Esau's just wicked, and the wicked gonna do what the wicked do, and you ain't gonna convince them otherwise. You ain't gonna convince him otherwise. Like, if he wants to blow up a country, he gonna blow up the country and sort out the propaganda later. We just need to work out how we gonna run the propaganda on this. You ain't gonna come in and go, "Well, actually, this is wrong, and the Bible says that if you do this," he's all looking at you like, "Bro, we ain't trying to hear all that. What are you talking about?" Then he'll go into the scripture.
God wills it. You're like,
He'll find some other scripture, and then just say, "Don't worry about that." Like, it's just out of context, just because that's the devil that we're dealing with, man. That's what it says.
He knows. He's ordained by God.
You ain't trying to hear nothing, man.
Verse 6 is, "Break their teeth, O God. In their mouth, break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord Yahweh."
And that's this great military might that they boast about, and it is going to be broken. It's in the process of being broken, because they're killing each other in these wars that they're creating. But then when Yahweh Shai comes, he gonna really ramp it up. He gonna take out all of their military, and it's gonna be, you see the same way Trump is boasting like he's moving like he's a god of war. You're gonna find out what a god of war, when someone says it's never been seen before, this is when you're gonna see that. This is when you're gonna see raw military might, and not them are fake victories that these men are talking about. Real victories, real quick, real fast, real spectacles going on. Terrifying stuff, man. No propaganda, just straight truth.
Yeah, you don't have to speak it. Man, just do it.
Man's gonna see it. They're gonna believe it. Yeah. Dudes are just braggadocious for no reason. You're gonna find out who the real one that can be bragging about military might is, and it ain't Esau. Go on, man.
Yeah. I mean, I could read the rest of it. That's pretty much the point.
Okay, yeah. Okay, go on.
I got an article on Esau's wickedness. This is a website, Mora.ca, US bombings, and it says, "For all American bombarder, And it says, here's a list of countries bombed and or invaded by the United States from the end of the Second World War to 2020. So that's not even counting now. It says Afghanistan, 98 and 2001. Bosnia, 94 and 95. Cambodia, 69 and 70. China, 45 and 46. Congo, 1964. Cuba, 59 and 61.
Congo's like in the middle of the jungle, man.
Yeah.
El Salvador, 1980s. Korea, 1950s. Guatemala, 54, 60, 67, 69. Indonesia, 58.
This is you weighing your hands and violence in the earth, man. Like, you don't stop. When do you stop?
And they come out in their suits, yeah, and in their civilized high IQs, and they'll always paint it like they're the good guys, and we're doing this for
Democracy.
like, well, when they tried to run the program, they were doing it for the people. They don't even say that no more. Oh, we're here to liberate the Iranians, man. Esau has to go, man.
I think he wouldn't give it up.
You said you're American first, so how you care about the people in Iran? You said you wanted to take the oil to road and whatever it takes. These men are just liars, man.
Laos, 1964 to 73. I remember a week ago, I watched like a little documentary on that, and they said that Laos was like a country, I think it's next to Vietnam, and they're like a feeble country. They're not about war or anything, and they've like dropped like bare bombs on them for like no reason.
I mean, for the opium, yeah, because that whole area
No bombs
in South, what's it? Is it South? Is it called South Asia? That's the opium triangle. So you got the Philippines, Guam, and Vietnam. That's look it up. I think it's called I think it's called the opium triangle. Because really, it was about controlling the drug trade, right? That's why America controls Philippines. I think they took it from the Spanish, because the Philippines is part of that drug triangle. Because Esau Edom runs all the illicit drugs, right? Beginning with opium. So when the same thing when they took over Afghanistan, again, it's another part of the opium market. The Golden Triangle. Is that what? Is that it? Is that what it's called? Golden Triangle. Yeah. So you got Myanmar, Laos, Myanmar. What does it say about it?
Golden Triangle, a mountainous region in Southeast Asia with the borders of Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar, Burma, meet near the confluence of the Mekong and Urat rivers. Some definitions of the region include parts of northern Vietnam, Yunnan province, China. Long associated with drug cartels and illicit cultivation and trade of opium.
Right, so you got the Golden Triangle, and off there you got Philippines, which is a route for that opium to go into the West. So that's the real reason. I mean, they say it was communism, but really it was about controlling the resource, which is the opium.
Which they went then become an infected Jacob.
Yeah. So Esau's the devil, man.
Something about Laos as well. Said Laos was the most heavily bombed country per capita in history, exceeding the total bombs dropped on Germany and Japan combined during World War II. Crazy. Next one is Grenada, 1983.
And that's why the Bible says, thus will violence shall come and the great be destroyed. The violent, they gonna get it back. You know, the scripture say God is not mocked, man. Whatsoever man sow, that shall he also reap. America sowed a lot of death and destruction in the earth, and it's gonna come back to them.
Habakkuk 2 and 4. Yeah, also, let me start from 4. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him.
That's Esau. Esau's soul is not upright. They're the devil. They're not the good guys, and they never have been. There's been never an instance where Esau's been the good guys. They've always been the bad guys, because in their heart, it's always, everything they do comes from a position of evil. Even when it looks like they're doing good, it's not for the good of it. They have an ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? There's an ulterior motive that at the end of it results in what? Evil. That's Esau Edom. They're not good people. They're not humble people. They're not good people. They don't have no one's best interests at heart except their own. They're selfish people. And even their elites don't even care about the other Edomites. That's why they destroying them too. America, this is a beast. This is a bloodthirsty, vampirish beast. That's all he is. With good PR. That's all it is. With a great propaganda regime going on.
Just read a little bit of this.
Yeah.
It's one of the paragraphs in the same site, right? It says later the British and French colonial empires made opium an international cash crop, as evidenced by the two opium wars of the 19th century, in which China was set first against the United Kingdom and then against both the United Kingdom and France.
Right, and they don't teach this history in the schools. So while they're busy through the mass media making it look like drugs is all about Latinos and Jake, and we the ones that are running the drug trade and we're doing all this stuff, they negating the fact that the drugs is really Esau's game. He's the one that's at the top of the pyramid when it comes to illicit drugs.
Well, check this. The French also encouraged farmers in Laos to further increase their production of opium. Thailand's farmers also expanded their production to benefit from the lucrative opium trade. It's a white man's job, as you know. These men are making money out of it. Whereas these dudes, prior to this, they use opium for other things like medicinal purposes and that. Yeah, kind of thing, but they made it an international trade, man. Yeah. That's why you have this shit. Shit.
They used it as a weapon. That's what the Chinese opium wars was. They used the addictiveness of opium to create addicts. And so it's the same thing they ended up doing in the West. Same thing with sugar. That's why they pumped all the products for the sugar, because they knew sugar was addictive. Like I said, when you ain't upright, you're going to do things like that. You're going to do things to get one over on people. You do scumbaggery. So you wonder why the American population, you got this big, massive drug problem. That's by design, because they want you to be on them drugs, because it makes you what? Weak, easily controllable, and dependent. And there was a program like that back in Star Trek. There was actually an alien race that they were soldiers, but they were being controlled by another alien race because them men were addicted to a particular drug. And I was like, yeah. You get people hooked on drugs, you destroy them selectively.
And that's part of the whole sleep cell thing. Whatever, right? They use drugs and that to fuck your mind so they can control you. And then activate you when they're ready and shit. That's what shit like. Yeah.
Esau's the devil, man. But then at the same time, he'll create a system that is supposedly policing the drugs, but he controls both systems. So he's playing both sides. He thinks he's the most high. He's the police and the drug dealer. And that's what people are wrong-footed all the time. They're thinking, like Esau, the FBI, CIA, they're arresting people for drugs. Yeah, they are, but they're not arresting the right people. The system continues. And another guy brought that out. He said, listen, but he had one of these guys in the UK said, listen, what do you think happens when we do a massive drug bust? Within 24 hours, someone else has taken that person's place. And on top of that, there's violence, because there might be a power vacuum, and there's someone else willing to fight for that. So he says that's why the news will always mention how much drugs we confiscated such amount of drugs, right? Well, they do that to boost the action. But what was the result? There was no effect, because the drugs still getting supplied. Someone else just takes their place, and they know that. That's why they won't change the system, because the system wants that to happen. They want drug dealers. They want people hooked on drugs.
Like I always say, it's like if you've ever tried to ship anything outside of the UK, it goes any country, it's going through this check, that check. Trying to bring something in, it's going through this check, that check. Yeah. So how is, especially England being an island, how are drugs managing
through a black woman's vagina? All the packets is coming in because there's so many black women from Jamaica putting drugs. No, those are little men that's doing their thing, man. Dude, the real thing is the military and the big ass shit. And when the Jews can be protected until you're not protected. Until they feel that
It's funny, we saw this the other day, right? All these military bases, which are not, like, they might be in England, but England can't really do nothing about this space. Well, it's quite very to deliver something, and you can't do it.
So they can manage the drugs that's on the street. So they know they think, okay, there's too much drugs on the street right now. They know who and who to take out reduce the amount of drugs that's on the street, but they also know who's protected. They'll leave them there. In fact, a lot of these heads of these cartels are fucking informants, man. They're Esau even is a devil. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's no good from this man. You think he's doing good, but he's not. He's just managing evil to his benefit.
Let's see. At the just, Habakkuk 2 and 4. At the just shall live by his faith.
The just represents the elect of Israel. That's the only just people that are the kingdom that's going to be set up. It's going to be the true people of justice, because you can't be just and led by your emotions and your own lusts. You can't be just. A true person who is truly just judges based upon the righteousness of the scriptures, and that's it. Esau don't judge on righteousness. He's partial. He's partial. He could never be a just judge, because he will let one man do a thing and then judge the next man for the same thing. No, the just go by the scriptures, man. Hold up.
Yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, never keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell.
Right. The pride of Esau is that they deserve everything. That they're better than everyone, and then they deserve everything, and they can't be wrong. Even when they're wrong, they're right. That's the system of the where they call it white supremacy, but that's just a name. That's just the nature of a devil. A devil is never wrong, and the devil deserves it. So if you got something and I like it, oh, why should you have that? Why should you? Covetousness. Why should you have that? Or a man's got a beautiful woman. Why should he have that beauty? You could have 100 beautiful women. Why should he have that? That's Esau's mindset. It's like, you don't deserve nothing. That's why he said you will own nothing. That's why he wants to take away all sovereignty and all ownership from all peoples in the earth and have everything under his control, because he's a spoiled in his mind. He's entitled to everything. He's a demon, and that's how they operate in the earth. That's why they can go around and blow people up in your face and tell you it's right.
They don't respect nobody.
Because white is right. You know, if it's white, it's right. If it's black, it's wrong. It's white. It's just wrong. So Iran is automatically wrong because they're not white. So they have to be wrong. They have to be evil. Yeah, that's in the system of white supremacy. White, what does white represent? Perfection, righteousness. So white is right. And if you're not white, then you're wrong. Even when you're right, you're wrong. You defend yourself. You're wrong. You shouldn't do this. You got these men arguing that they want to basically take away the military of a country. What? So they can't defend themselves?
So why don't you let the people decide? So what we live, yeah.
Oh, it's only democracy if the white men say that. It's democracy if you make the white choice.
Because you have certain like the Crimea thing, where it's like the locals are ethnically Russian, and then they chose to vote to be Russian, and then they were like, yeah, now we don't like that result, so then they put out a whole load of propaganda being like that was a bad result.
It's because democracy is just another operating system. It's a lie they run with, and if that don't work, they'll try something else.
So the vote was rigged. Yeah, I know it. The vote was rigged. It's fair. Russian interference. Yeah. Can I grab this one? This is Deuteronomy 16. I'm gonna start from 18 and points in 19. It says, "Judges and officers shall thou make thee in all thy gates, which Yahweh thy power giveth thee throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment."
In Esau's kingdom, they go and buy bribes and favors. That's what it's all about. That's the game. That's the political game. And the worst thing about it is Esau will show you that. And so it's accepted that that's just how it is. This is the crazy world we're living in, that really most people know that's the truth about politics. And it's just accepted that that is true.
Yeah, they'll look at these African nations and be like, look how corrupt they are. It's like, bro, like we certain infrastructure projects in the UK we know is just mad corruption. You know?
Righteous judge, a righteous ruler don't go by bribes, don't show favor to money, to the rich. But this system is for the rich and for the insiders. And if you're not rich and you're not insider, you're gonna get the sticky end of the stick.
Yeah.
And the pointy end too. That's why Jake in this kingdom is we're a prey in this kingdom. Our neighborhoods, our communities are a prey because we don't have the power. There's certain things that you ain't gonna roll up in the Hamptons and do that you could roll up in some ghetto somewhere in New York. You could do that. Corporation could come in, pollute the shit out of that, man. They won't do that in the Hamptons. They wouldn't dare. So that man will go after them. But the power is the poor. Power is with the rich and the wicked. Go on, man.
Yeah, verse 19, thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift.
So
For
it's like, I just thought about this book. It's funny, man. They say people don't have no power, right? Democracy is based on the majority.
Yeah.
And the majority of people in all these ages is poor. Yeah. But it never works out for the poor.
They ain't going to. That's why they have to have a propaganda machine. Witchcraft to cast spells on the people.
Yep.
And that's what it really is all about. To put the people under a spell. Right? That's all it is. Just look at MAGA. A lot of MAGA are down bad Edomites, man. They're the mans that were invested in MAGA the most. Them man that was in the Bible Belt. Yeah, I'm looking for America. Land of free and the home and the brave. Seemed like I just woke up one day and it was gone. Them niggas, man. Because the factory that your daddy worked in and you worked in got moved to Mexico. And now you're down bad out here. Living like a Negro. You know what I'm saying? Well, and then Trump said, this is horrible. What's happened to you? You know, it was Biden, it was the Democrats. I'm going to bring back all the jobs. They ain't bringing back no jobs for you, you moron. But they had you gassed up on pure propaganda, man. Lies to keep you from going buck wild and just burning the whole place down. That's all it is, man. Lies. And then you got these MAGA guys saying something got to him. Oh, that's cool. Because again, that's part of the witchcraft now. You've got Alex Jones and these guys now that help to put the witchcraft on, man.
Because you can't be that easy. It's wicked.
Yeah. This is what the whole Epstein thing is really all about. It's to give you the idea that these people would be good, but they're being forced to be. No, they're not forced to be nice, man. They're wicked, man. Trump knew what the plan was from way back when the Rothschilds fucking saved his ass, man. He was groomed to do exactly what he's doing now. And all the lies that he told was exactly that. Lies. It wasn't him being truthful because he's a devil. They're never truthful. You don't have no heroes. These people are not heroes. They're devils. And if they never had if the state of Israel didn't exist, they'll still be devils. They wouldn't do right. Oh, well, now I can do the right thing. I really want to do the right thing, but no, bro. Them man don't want to do the right thing ever. They're the devil, and they don't give a damn about you. But now you want to cope. Oh, he's changed. Somebody got to him. Ain't nobody got to him, man. What are you talking about, man?
That's the agenda.
He was lying, bro.
Right.
He lied. Like, get over it. Just understand that you ain't got no one for you.
So,
But that's how Esau rules, for vanity and lies and witchcraft and manipulations, man. Because if people understood the truth, man, his whole game is over. He rules in darkness and confusion. Fire someone and cause a big palaver, and everyone can focus on that. Ooh, and then they make a whole storyline. Who gives a fuck? They're gonna put another puppet in there to do what she was doing. Joke thing, man. You didn't notice that? All of a sudden, shit's getting hot, and they fire him, and then they got all these damn subplots going off. Oh, why did she get fired? Does it fucking matter, man? Does it matter?
your boys are dying.
No.
You're gonna say something?
No, sure. Then the guy they're putting in is a deep state Democrat. There ain't no deep state, man. Listen, there is no deep state. There is only the state. There is no deep state. When you start thinking about, oh, there's a deep state,
Separation.
that means there's a good part of the state. No, there ain't no. The whole thing is one organism of demons. Left, right, everything. They're all Satan.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord's going to drop missiles and dissolve the whole thing.
completely.
Two horns, same beast.
Same demons, man.
Finish this. So it's back in Deuteronomy 16:19. It says, "For a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous."
That's right. All these people, they're given their position that they're in, which is a very lucrative position, by wicked elites. These politicians are given the position that they have, and they serve their masters. They do whatever they're told, and if they got to fall on the sword, it's fine. They'll fall on the sword. Tony Blair fell on the sword. Tony Blair, is not popular. There was a point when Tony Blair was super popular, and that Iraq war destroyed him in terms of popularity. Do you think he cares? They told him, "Don't worry, Tony. You're gonna look like an asshole, but guess what? Afterwards, make sure that you go to public speaking events. Pay man 500K. He's nice.
They're going to international boards. He's a higher politician than he ever was in England.
This is what happened. So even if
Go
if you got to crash and burn politically, they take care of you in the back end. That was just your role. Okay, cool. Like, we'll take care of you. That's why you never see these men hurting. Obama, Biden, and all that. Cool. They don't give a fuck what Trump's doing. They might roll him out now and again. Oh, what's happening? They don't give a fuck, man.
Come on, shit, like everything that happened, we told you it would happen.
President.
Everyone
She was
knew
just drunk and just running around, just cackling. She didn't know.
We did it, John.
Anyway,
Oh,
carry on.
we might need to, because this wind's a bit dead still.
Okay, cool. If we okay, cool.
We might not be in shot, but it's still.
Yeah, also because he transgressed by one, he is a proud man. Never keep us at home.
Right, he ain't gonna keep at home. He gonna go out in all different areas of the earth. He's the only one out of all people. Most people conquer their neighbors. Esau go into areas of the earth that's undiscovered.
Everybody's business.
He just
Chago silence. So you see, it's a little dot.
But where is it?
bro, and Africa's big. How you end up in Congo, man? How you end up in Congo? Man, to get to the Congo, man, just to fuck with people, man. That's you. Esau. I want to go to the moon. I want to go under the earth, under the sea. Damn well better not be those mermaids, bro. Because he's going to go under there. He's going to fuck with the mermaids, put McDonald's there, fish burgers, everything. Esau's a criminal, man. He don't leave no stone. I think don't chill. No, I need to find someone else to oppress. I need to find some other resource to steal. It's never enough for this man.
Will largest his desire as hell, and is as death, and it cannot be satisfied.
Right, and so this is where you have the whole idea of the New World Order and the Mark of the Beast system. This is a level of power and control that a mere normally mortal would laugh at. No one else would think this was a good idea. Man would just be like, yo, let's conquer a couple man over there, conquer these man, hit them man with a little tax, a little tribute, yeah? And as long as man are eating roasting whole lambs, we're good. We're good over here. He goes, what is that? We can control the carbon, the energy, you know. What's that? Yo, my nigga, we got whole lambs over here. We already got these men in subjection. Now I need to chip them. Now I need to chip their brains. Now I need to measure how much water they're using down to the damn fucking minuscule. I need to manage. What the fuck are we doing here? That is so extra. And not having enough. You want control over every aspect of life. As a man, that's crazy to me. That's insane. I ain't trying to worry about how much water you drink. Yo, my nigga, pay me my tribute. I need some whole lambs over here. Brothers just got it on the spin.
We need to the point where we don't need people. So we should, make sure, if it's controlled, we have to kill them all off.
It's a maniac level. It actually is if you look at that level of wanting to be rulership or wanting to have power and control, that's gone to a whole new level of insanity. Do you understand? Like chipping someone's brain is supreme insanity.
The doctor's trying to explain
oh yeah, we need to know how much carbon that what? Yo, my nigga, listen, yo, my dog, we rule you now. Listen, how many lambs you got? Okay, cool. All right, give me a couple thousand. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna rule the world. We're gonna rule the world. We're gonna make sure that the rain falls as long as you stay in charge and pay man the 10th. Yeah. Other than that, I don't care how many strokes you do. I don't care how many walks you take. I don't really care how much water you drink.
Where you are. You might want to see where you are. Okay.
The Most High is in control of everything. He's trying to be the Most High. The Bible tells you the earth is the Lord's. He also wants the earth to be his and everything in it. That's insane. But that's his spirit. This guy's crazy. Data, man. So we ain't got time for all that. Fucking king. Wasting time, big ass databases for what? It's not necessary. The Lord already got the database, man. We don't need all that. Esau's out of his mind, and people really can't see it. He is the purity of wickedness, which wickedness in itself is insanity. He embodies the purity of pure wickedness. This is where it leads to. Just an insane individual that's doing too much. Life is simple. Why are you complicating it for? Even rulership is simple. Hey, that's why we were talking about the other day, man. These managers trying to micromanage every damn thing. And he's ruining it, man. Just be like Don Ancelotti, bro. Just like, yo, we might like couple 4-2, whatever, man. Remember my man, Big Anadice, man. Man turn up to training and just have man kick a few balls into the nets and that's it.
Big Sam.
Now you got Arteta in these, man. All this shit, a man's injured. Half of the men are injured all the damn time. They weren't injured with Big Sam. No, they said Big Sam used to just turn up, bro, with this mobile phone back in the day. Tactics. No nothing. You just have man kicking balls and bits. Like, what I need to teach you guys. Just go out there on the Saturday and get it done. And then man did. He said, hey, Big Sam will save plenty clubs like that, man. Cool.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take?
Yeah, they go out there, conquer everyone, blow up everywhere, and then they create an immigration crisis and make that into a crisis, and now that is a problem. What are we doing here? Now they're blowing up Iran, and it's how insane Edomites are. A lot of these same Edomites that want Starmer to go to war in Iraq are the same Edomites complaining about immigration. Now, I think the number 2 immigrants into the UK is Iranians. Now, what do you think happens when you bomb Iran into the Stone Age and you reduce their country to rock? Where do you think them Iranians are going to? But a lot of them are going to go where they know they have family, which is in America, which is in the UK. So you're creating an asylum seeker issue that later on down the line you're going to go, there's too many asylum seekers. Bro, maybe I'm low IQ, but if you make where someone lives uninhabitable, they got to leave.
So, yeah, seek safety.
Maybe I'm just low IQ and I don't understand what they call it, cause and effect. These people are menace. They are a menace to society, to earth.
Shall not all this take up a parable against him, and the taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his?
That's a thief. That's the nature of a thief. A thief increases that which is not his. Something which is not yours, not your inheritance. That's what Esau does, right? Because there's something called being fair, man. And Esau's not fair. You can profit off someone else and still be fair, man. But what Esau will do, go into a country, or you got some raw resources. Okay, you know what, man? We're going to take these resources for like pennies on the dollar, but you can't now build up any infrastructure to use those resources to build anything. We're going to build all the secondary goods and then sell these secondary goods back to you. So you're already at a deficit. It's not fair, man. There's rulership and then there's oppression, man. So the same resources that you have for you and your people that could make your standard of living go up, really Esau's. And then the worst thing about it is the Edomites that's really making most of the money don't need it. They're stacking up so much money that, well, the cost of living don't even affect them. The cost of living would have to go up because they're sitting on so much. People don't realize that when you get to a certain amount of wealth, the basic things of life that people enjoy don't change. Like, how much can you spend on food? How much can you spend on punani? Like, how much can you spend on the things you enjoy? You're once you get to a millionaire status, you're already living a good life.
Well, we was talking about this earlier on, but when you start looking at interest, right, on certain goods, if you've got like $1 million in the bank on like a 4% interest, which is roughly what you can get on like a long-term bond in the UK, 4 to 5%, right? That's what, like 40k, 50k ish a year on just $1 million, right? So then imagine you've got 10 mil in the bank in the same kind of interest rates, which at that point you're not even put it in regular banks. That's wealth management banks where now you're starting to get access to even better interest rates and stuff like that. Like, you don't actually even need to work. Like, imagine you just make 500k a year in interest. Your money's not even doing any. Like, you're not still spending it.
But the more you're getting, it's not improving your quality of life. It doesn't. There comes a point where your quality of life doesn't improve no more. Like, how many steaks? Like, what are they going to do to the steak?
You find the best of everything already.
Yeah, you could already get it. Like, you already got more than a heart. That's what it's because they got more than a heart could wish. So when you got 1% of the population with 90% of the wealth, it's like, bro, they've already got more. You can't do nothing with this wealth now. It's just there, doing nothing, while other people are suffering. It's crazy. It's insane. And now you're causing an imbalance in the earth, and that causes crime, that causes disease, that causes violence, man. Just take a little tribute, bro. It's cool. The little tribute that you take here still puts you way up, man.
That's it.
What's the problem here?
Big precept. This is Proverbs 29:7. The righteous consider the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth not to know it.
They don't give a damn, man. They don't give a damn.
It's Hosea 12:7. He is a merchant. The balances of the sea are in his hand. He loveth to oppress.
He loveth to oppress. Everything's about squeezing you out of everything, man. House and home. Setting you up, man. Setting man up with the mortgage rates. Make the 2000, we'll make these man buy these houses, then we're going to flip the interest rate on them, and confiscate the house back with the equity. But it's constantly just effing people over. Yeah. And it's really for no reason. Because you can rule the earth and be rich, and people are they're still surviving well. There's no need for there to be a third world. It's not necessary. The earth is so filled with resources and people that with the right knowledge and understanding and righteousness, it's not to say everybody's going to be living the same. That's impossible. Some men are going to be styling it out on a different level. But the point is, it doesn't need to be shanty towns.
Exactly. But as we go into those, Aquan, it's like because he's such a deviant, he wants to keep that third world so that he can go there and exploit those people. Like something I remember just thinking about it one time. It's like you've got actual countries where if you're a rich Edomite, you can just go and have effectively sex slaves to buy women in those third world countries. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? Just go and just freak off a whole load of people. That's the world that Esau's created.
Men. Man, everything.
Yeah.
Them Brazilian boys, they be over there with them young boys because they're broke in the favela, man, and that's their way out, man. But that's because of a system Esau's created. There's no need for it. There really is no need for it, man. And but then he's the guy that's talking like he's a savior of the world, man. So the fucking thing.
This is Sirach 34:21. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood.
There you go.
He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the laborer of his hire is a bloodshedder.
Yes, and now Esau's making it where work ain't even worth it to a man no more. He's creating a system where you don't have your own means of production, because he owns and controls all the means of production. So you're nothing more than a human resources in this world. And he's saying, well, you know, I don't need human resources no more. That's the world he created. In the world the Lord created, most people, most family structures will have their own land and the ability to produce for themselves. Esau took that away. He said, nah, man, I'm going to own everything. You're going to be a human resource. So the best you can have is a good job. And if you've got a good job, you're going to live good. Then he created a system where he don't need people to do it. He's got AIs and automation
whilst riddling them with copious amounts of student debt.
and debt.
Because I shared the thing from the what do you call it, inflation thing, but how like in the UK a 30k job today is equivalent to a 14k job in 2001. You know,
Yeah, it's mad. And then the thing is, they'll come out and lie to you like, well, all this automation is more efficient, which in some ways it can be more productive. But again, because guess what? You don't own that production.
Yeah.
So it's more efficient for him because he owns the production. You see the difference?
and that's why quality has gone down within everything. Because like there was a whole thing about like even wood, right? Where it's like that looks like a relatively old tree. If you cut it, the rings are quite thin. But because this man is mass producing everything now, and he's like just speeding everything up. But if you look at the tree grains nowadays, you're seeing that the rings are now a lot thicker. Of course, the wood isn't as good, but it's okay because he's got his profit.
Fuck this one. But he goes out here. That's the beautiful thing. We're gonna kick your ass in them pits, man, for real. And ain't gonna be no human rights in the kingdom of heaven. So you're gonna get fucked up. Ain't gonna be no listen, bro. We ain't hypocrites. So we're not gonna create no human rights organization and break. No. We're gonna be up front. You're gonna get some serious punishment, man.
Because he needs it.
You know what I'm saying? Man?
He needs it. And it's beautiful because he's live streaming why he needs it.
Headset. Guys are headset, man. Cold kids, man. You're not gonna get beaten with many stripes, man. And we're gonna limit it to the law, so we're gonna keep it below the number. And because we're being demons, we gotta follow the laws. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna be doing psychological tortures too. On you, man. You devils deserve it. You have to pay for all of this that you've done. You fuck with people's minds, man. You fuck with my mind. Every time I turn on Twitter, my mind's getting fucked. So I'm gonna fuck with your mind.
It's like, for instance, like just on the whole thing about dark skin, you've got entire nations where having dark skin is problematic. You go Elam land, where it's like you have a whole, like if you're light skinned, you get respect.
Yeah.
If you're darker skin, it's just like nah. You're basically relegated to the outskirts of society.
Psycho.
Esau did that.
The world is really supposed to go based first and foremost. Like if you're an Israelite, you're already supposed to get the ratings. Then it goes on your character, bro. But in this world ain't about character. We know this for a fact because the whiteness has been getting they're the biggest devils there is. But everyone wants to be like them. You want to be, which ain't nothing wrong with being light skinned. If you light skinned, you light skinned. But it doesn't make you superior. I'm tired of these devils. I'll tell you for real, man. Don't come on my platform. Don't be there, man, because there ain't gonna be no mercy for the white man and the white woman. I'm telling you, you're gonna have the worst life you've ever had, man. Because I'm gonna make it my mission to make you pay for all of this foolishness, man. You're gonna be suffering every day. You're gonna be suffering, and I'm gonna make mockery of you too. I'm gonna make mockery of you. We're gonna have conversations about your high IQ and how you ended up in this sad state that you're in. I'm gonna make you write me essays about how high your IQ is. And if you don't meet, I say the 5,000 essay, you better convince me that you have a higher IQ. Let's go.
I always laugh with the elders and dads. They was like, we was presidents.
He was president. What happened, man? What happened to your military, man? Because America's the greatest country in the world and I'm not defending. I said, I thought that was a movie. What was that movie? American Sniper.
Right.
He says that in the movie because America's the greatest country in the world and I died to defend. And I see this nigga the other day on Twitter saying the same shit. Why he was, man's like, but you know this is an illegal war. Yeah, but I'll die. I'll protect my country and I'll protect the nation of Israel because they're the chosen
The
people.
country wasn't the threat.
I'm like, these niggas are fucking NPC.
Yeah,
This is like, this is
M-
not like
M- MK Ultras.
yeah, because
Aye.
man's giving him all kind of reasons and he's repeating the same thing. I'll protect my country. My country. You ape. Oh man. Them Arabs, they're Muslims.
Muslims, innit? Bare extra syllable.
They Muslims. All right. Okay. Yeah, go.
Job 15 and 44. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate.
Yeah, the hypocrites, they act like they care about children. They act like they care about human rights and schools and women. They don't care about women.
Yeah, and it's like that because that's always been something. Esau likes to champion himself as the protectors or defenders of women and children. But when you look throughout history, look through the Maccabees, where he would basically cut, hang women for basically what's the word, circumcising their sons. Right? You look at all the things that he did into modern gynecology, as they call it, the amount of torture that they put the Israelite woman under for them to be able to learn certain things, just experiment. And then you look today, feminism. He's trying to talk about that. He's a champion of women and children, but feminism has ruined women, right?
And they're the Epstein.
And they're the Epstein class.
So they're the ones trafficking.
Yeah. Because even the elders were talking about it yesterday, about the evil make it be like, oh yeah, in Saudi Arabia, the women can't drive this, that. Look, they live a chauffeured life. They live the soft life. Someone picks them up, takes them to where they need to go, and then takes them back. They've always got someone there. I don't know about you. If I could afford a personal driver, I would.
But that's one thing they do. They always paint that anything outside of the modern day American feminist view can't work and no one can be happy underneath it. But it's not true. And you see, like, you go over, like, for instance, the gender war, which is strongest in America.
Yeah.
That's why you got to stop watching American media, because a lot of shit that, for instance, yeah, like you look at so-called West Indians, right? I'm from the islands. There was no real gender war in the islands. Yeah, there's issues between people, but there wasn't this gender war. There wasn't no idea that black men hated black women and black women hated black men. They're gonna go to war. I never grew up like that. My sisters were cool. I was cool. Like, everyone's cool. People have individual things, that relationship issues. That's that. It wasn't like no man versus woman thing that we need to go at it. Like, in the UK was still never like that. Jake in the UK was Jake. We see each other as one. There wasn't no split between man and woman. Yeah. Now these niggas are watching all this American shit, because the beef between the black man and the black woman is really in America because of all the media and all the fucking madness, right? So now man will sit there, and here in the UK, we don't have the same kind of, you got relationships. Most niggas think they get killed with child support and all this shit. That's not for us. Our whole lifestyle over here is and pay all the woman's bills and shit. That's what we don't. Like, that's just weird to me. Like,
We don't pay that shit.
we have a whole different dynamic of how man deal.
Yeah.
But if you watch nothing but American media, you go into that zone and then you copy it the way they are. So now lots of black women in the UK act like American black women because they're absorbing that content,
Same expectation.
the same acting the same way. And it's like, bro, we don't have that beef over here like that. Now it becomes toxic. Esau created a gender war.
Yeah.
You go other places in the world, there's no fucking gender war.
Yeah.
Men don't have to sit there and argue about dumb shit. You look at these stupid videos, it's just men and women arguing about dumb shit, backward and forward, and it's never gonna end. The man hate the woman and blah blah blah, and they're always wrong, and the woman hate blah blah, and it's like, who's winning in this situation? And it's literally America. You cannot go anywhere else in the world and see it to that degree.
And the thing is, they project it on other countries. Say, I've seen it. It's like it's culture that I know relatively well. But it's like I'll be reading online, like it'll be like, oh, Korea's got a bad birth rate because the women hate the men. But it's like, no, in Korean culture, if you're single, people look down on you. It's sort of like your relationship status is part of your pride, right? So it ain't got anything to do with that, right? Now, but it's that if you're none the wiser, you'll read that and be
Protect
like,
our culture.
yeah, exactly, on those nations.
Like you got this thing with, you remember this thing came out, they were asking these Americans, what would you rather be? Would you rather be in the forest with a bear or a man?
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
picked the bear. But that's because they're on the psychosis. That's psychosis.
Right, that's Asian. That's
That's crazy. But I guarantee you that, and that's why you're like, bro, I didn't grow up around it. Most of the women around me wouldn't say that. That's stupid. But it's that disease, and where does it come from? You gotta ask yourself. It's not normal for people to be this, for a man and a woman to be so like at each other's throat. Yeah, they can't be in the same room together without a fight going on.
Yeah.
That's Esau. Esau set that shit up.
Back chat London all that.
Back
Oh,
chat, that-
Lord,
yeah.
yeah.
Bro, that shit needs to be cancelled off. It's all foolishness, man. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Literally.
This is dumb, man. But this is what you get when you got the devil in the earth. He causes issues and toxicity and wars because he benefits from that. He's benefiting from all this gender war and all this crap.
Because now you've got situations where you've got just people just single, lonely, divided. And what's that saying in the world? You know, together we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah, you gotta stay on. Like, listen, man. I don't know where we work. Black man and black women stay on code.
So
We on the code. Like I can't say that the black men are working against the black men, or man work together and help each other out, man. What's the point? What's the point of separate? Oh, we got to deal with Esau, and now we're gonna fucking divide ourselves even more. It's stupid. It's retarded. But hey, this is what they've created, man. And it started off with feminism, and now they got male feminism, which is the manosphere, and them two things just leading man into fucking. Man.
I watched one clip. I don't know. I don't really watch these guys in it, but it was a commentary on it. But this one Jake in America that will do like, oh yeah, you know, the whole should you go 50-50, blah blah. He goes to Spain, and then Jake's like, and you could see in his mind, he was like, would you like? How come she just said yes to going 50-50 with my man? And he was like, so like you haven't got an issue that she's like, oh shit's expensive.
common sense.
Yeah, she was looking at him.
The whole thing, man, and women meant to work together. It's compromises.
If the man earns what, it's just common sense. The guys earning more money, you're gonna pay more.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just how it goes. But I didn't know. I actually thought I had to ask brothers in America, bro. Do man actually get with women and pay all their bills? Yeah. And the man's like, yeah. I'm like, bro, that sounds crazy. You niggas is earning a lot of money there.
On the red,
Because
On the red we have. I did when I found that out last year as well.
That's crazy, but that's the fucked up. That's why you can't always. You watch too much American content.
Fry your brain.
Live your own life, man. If you're in the UK, deal with UK issues. Don't fucking incorporate that.
Cool. And that's the thing, you end up messing up your good thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Especially like you be dealing with a chick. She's from another world, right? Another country, whatever.
From Miami.
Exactly. And these times she's just trying to be cool with you, but then you'll think, oh, she's scheming on me. And this,
Yeah, she's gonna leave me for a guy with a Lamborghini.
You know. Let me grab this. Isaiah 29:16.
Job 15 and 24. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and the fire shall consume the tabernacle of bribery.
Oh, and even with another aspect of the bribery is how they control the lower level media. So they can control people's what they push and what they don't push based upon the access to money. So some people are not juiced in. Obviously, you got men like Mr. Beast and certain influencers that are juiced in, but some men are not. But the way they can control those people is access to the money. So, for instance, like you get to a certain level, you want these advertisements. That's how your lifestyle is running from the advertisement money.
Yeah.
So now you have to self-censor yourself.
Yeah.
So even if you would normally be against something, you got to, for the sake of keep getting the sponsorship money, you got to. Cool, I can't say that. You have to self-censor yourself because the access to the funds is doing that for you. So you might not necessarily be juiced in, which some of them are the top level ones, but you can still be like compromised, and it's a form of bribery. It's like you're not going to talk about this, and we'll make sure you keep getting them funds.
Yeah, which is why every now and then you have a big case of like, oh, that person said this, so we're not gonna we're gonna take it, and everyone hears that, and they're like, ooh.
So when your livelihood is when your livelihood is based upon the media, and then it's based upon advertising.
Yeah.
In a way, there's only so long you could be truthful.
Yeah.
The critics speaking about.
Yeah. The same thing happens with the
Yeah,
critics.
yeah,
They start
yeah,
taking
yeah,
money
yeah.
from the producers and the thing,
Yeah.
and they start living a high lifestyle. So then you have to say every movie is great.
Yeah.
You can't tell the truth no more. It happens in the gaming too. Guys come up in the gaming, and at first they're real, and everyone follows them because they if they say a game shit, it's shit, and if they say it's good because they're actually being real. And once they get out to that level where they're now doing it, they're not doing it for a job no more. And then all of a sudden they get invited to here, and the money's coming, and these game developers are giving them a little thing and coming on this holiday.
Getting early access.
Oh, another some game shit game. Man's like, it's great, giving you all the good points.
Give it some time. It's like,
And then what ends up happening is you'll get another guy that's lower in the cycle than him, that's speaking the real.
Yeah.
The man's like, make it, and then he looks like a shill now. Like,
Yeah,
hey, this
yeah,
guy's a
yeah,
fucking shill. Yeah, and then he goes down, he comes up, then
Same
he does
thing.
the same side. Hey, the tabernacles of bribery.
And another way that, because that's the thing, it's like with the algorithm, he doesn't even need to actively come to someone anymore. Because I remember them content creators, Abba and Preachers, came out. Abba does Alizé stuff.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which
but
one's Abba?
the Somali dog.
Oh, I would have thought it was the other one.
It's not what.
The other one's a freak as well. I've seen him dressed like a woman. I'll show you.
But basically, like Abba, he was basically speaking about how what happens is you'll be seeing your viewership numbers. So let's say your content, which is the same thing that Vocab does. He sees that when I'm just talking about Christianity, I get no views. The Israelites. Oh shit, that got happened. Okay, so the next video, and then that is a way that they can allow you to basically shape what your content is all about just by the algorithms.
So you jump on the wave.
Exactly, because we say certain videos just no, but the other topics all of a sudden, post will say put woman in the title, 10,000.
And that's why the money in a way corrupts. It starts to corrupt what you're doing because now you're not about the truth of the game.
And that's why money has been it shapes how you do the mission.
All of a sudden, especially when the money get good. Oh, you know when the money's good, brother.
You
When the money get good, you don't want that. You know when you start seeing that dipping, you want to go back to the hood.
Yeah.
So you got to do something. Hey, it happens all the time. It's just like reality TV. These abusing the kids because it's like at first it's cool, but now you're boring. So now you need to start faking shit, faking drama. I remember one time that one woman, she got caught because the dog died, and man didn't cry when they were talking about it, but she forgot to turn the camera off. So she's telling them, no, we got to do that again because you're not showing enough emotion. And people are like, what? Well, yeah, but that's how the game is. Most of these people, after a while, they have to come up with fake shit here in order to keep the views going. So you might see these celebrities now, and there'll be a cheating situation. Fake as you like. Like you got this other one the other day where she was phoned, man, and it sounded like she was getting banged by some dude. It sounded like what she was probably ready on a treadmill. But don't you think that it's on purpose? Because now everyone's talking about him and her, and she's cheating, and man don't realize that what's happened is the metrics started to go down, and it's like we need to do something to gain engagement again. So they'll do something controversial.
Like that freak Adam 22.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really know about him like that. And then like that whole situation where allegedly, would you call it, he got married and then he let the other gee that Jay.
Yeah, that was a setup, man. They're just partners.
Entertaining.
So it's a selling point that that's the husband and wife, but they're just porn stars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then again, they'll make fake shit happen. That's why the internet is filled with a lot of fake shit because people don't realize that if you don't fake it, you become boring and your metrics go down. So you need to do something to get your metrics up. So I might start a beef with you. And we've already prearranged that, this is going to happen. You know what I mean? A live happens and something happens. And everyone's, when it's really was already set up that this is what's going to happen because metrics are going down. And a lot of it is relationship stuff. Yeah. It happens all the time. You see, and this is what the world we live in. Hypocrisy, which that goes into hypocrisy, fake stuff, lies, desperation of these people, man. You can't trust nothing you see, especially with these big celebrities.
Yeah.
You can't trust nothing you see with them because a lot of it is, man, my name ain't hot right now. What? And even Ray J said that. Ray J said, when I'm normal, no one gives a fuck. So I always got to do some crazy shit, and that gets people talking. So you're doing it on purpose.
Like that, it's like Nicki Minaj, isn't it? What one day, Donald Trump's all handsome and that, now she's cursing out all these other people. It's crazy, man.
Hey, fuck these people, man. Fake it till you.
Fake it till
It's
you
all
make
about
it.
the
Yeah.
faking shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Grab this. So 2 Ezra 6 from 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
You just live in truth, man. This world is so fake now. Everyone's fake. Like another one that happened that was blatantly fake. That girl from them, because most of these Love Island couples are fake. The whole relationship is fake. And then you always find that when the shit's lost its source and they want to go the other way, they'll fabricate a situation that brings. So they had the thing with that girl. Remember, she was cheating on the guy, and someone else, some other influencer, took a picture of her kissing the other influencer. They're all influencers. You see how it works? They're all influencers involved in this situation. The thing with Dammy and that. And even my woman said, yeah, they probably were already broken up.
Yeah.
They were already broken up, but it was better for it to happen this way because it generates all
Lots
this.
of rock.
Yeah, rather than just come out and say, yo, guys, we're not together. Have it where she gets fake. And then everyone's getting involved with all your energy and all your, and then they're just making beats. Because yeah, my name is getting out there, everyone's doing a video about me. Publicity's going through the roof, engagement, the metrics are going on.
We all know it was she's all set up, but that body blue and all of that.
Yeah.
The amount of other content they have, and that's the thing. It's like people weren't making videos on there because they care. Because I know if I put this name in a video, I'm gonna get views.
Well, she said that. I came out and said I was pregnant, and then she was with a baby by it.
He's going to get murked.
This is how the game goes, man.
You know what I mean?
So that's part of the bribery. That is also part of it, man. A lot of people, the money and the chasing money, they'll do a lot of bullshit and say a lot of things. Like that's the game. Say something controversial, so you can clip it, and then you can get. So they go on a show and say something crazy. That's the game, is, man. It's sick.
It goes on to say,
Yeah, Conor McGregor. It was just this. Remember, it wasn't personal. He was chatting their shit.
Why you tap?
Say it now. Let's talk now. Yeah, because guess what? My man ain't on that. He's what's his name? Khabib ain't on the whole fake it to make it and all that play acting stuff.
Real fighter.
Yeah, he's like, why are you saying all this horrible shit for? I don't care about all that, man. I'm a fighter. Like, I'm a real man. He comes from a place where you say real shit.
Yeah.
If you don't like someone, you don't like them.
Yeah.
And if you like them, you like them. You don't play for the camera.
Yeah.
So he's like, what's going on? Like
What's Wilder doing, man?
Oh.
I know it's not just Wilder. It's what the hell, Chisora? I don't know Chisora, but that was a why, bro. Did you read what he said? So he said, "Don't on my belly." Oh, I was like, yo.
You better be the last one.
Wilder's got ayahuasca put in his brain.
What are you doing?
Weird.
What are you
Shit
doing?
is weird.
Both of them.
That's how
I
the game
thought
goes.
you could almost fight now.
Tonight. Oh, we gotta watch it. Go on, man.
Let's think about having
Job, 15 and 25, they conceive mischief, and they bring false vanity, and their belly prepares deceit.
Right, their belly prepared to see. And so that's all part of it. A lot of what you see on the news, it's all fucking fake shit to get people distracted and talking about this or that. Will Smith slapping and all this fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah.
To get people distracted from real shit in life and get you caught up in celebrity lives rather than your own lives.
lives of vanity, man.
It's bullshit, man. You can't trust these people in their relationships. Well, you know, a lot of these men are paying for relationships. A lot of these men are they pay for the money. Okay, you're gonna be with her and you're gonna get 6 months. You have to pay this amount of money.
Okay, cool. You get to be with this person for 6 months.
I've never understood the interest in someone's personal life, a celebrity's personal. I'm like, what you get me on fucking?
I'm getting to the point where when I see something and it's about, most times I'm just like, listen, let me get to this at rand news. I don't really give a fuck about, wow, oh, she did this and, oh, yeah, these things. It gives a fuck, man. Like, I don't care. Like, let's just move on, man. Let the missiles drop, man.
So that's it.
Was you finished this on 144?
Fucking say, like, well, it's like, the problem is the majority of people in this world, they can't conceive that all of these things are fake. It's all fabricated. So you mean like Kim had like 3 babies for him and she didn't like it? It's like, bro, that's what these guys do. They don't understand the occult and the lengths that people in the occult will do for the agenda, man. You know, that's why I say I really like that.
Look at Pete Davidson and the amount of them girls that he was getting with.
Yeah.
First of all, he's not funny.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson ain't funny and he's not cool. Yeah, and he looks weird. So how was he getting with all these girls? Yeah, because it's arranged.
He paid for it.
It's arranged. Like, you put these gal on his arm, you create him into an item. It's not fucking rocket science. That's why they have agents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we sort something out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pay extra to have a kid.
That's say that Sabrina thing. People just look at it as, oh, it's just Netflix television, but that gives you an insight into the occult and just like having people having sex with each other in the occult is nothing. It's not like in this thing of ours where it's sanctified. It's a holy thing. So you don't, if a man's with a woman, that's his woman. You don't touch her.
Yeah.
Whereas in their thing, you know.
They get access to your children.
Yeah.
It's part of the ritual.
Part of the ritual.
They show you that in that movie. What was it? With Arnold Schwarzenegger, End of Days. The devil went back to the man's yard.
He slept through
Slept
the
through
door and the man.
door and the man's wife.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but that's how them devils roll. Like.
He combined them both in it. Oh, it's demonic. Bro.
Yeah, but that's this world, man. It's just full of witchcraft, you know. Because the scripture, you read the scriptures, it references temple prostitution and stuff like that.
Well, look at Ivanka. What's it?
Trump's
girl. That's a fucking. I knew from there. I said, this is a mail order, man.
Yeah.
This is a mail order, man. That's a MK Ultra drone. like they got out of Eastern Europe somewhere. This is where they normally get them from because it's cheap. No one cares about Eastern Europe, so you can go over there and find all these young girls and put them into sex slavery on the MK Ultra. That's where they get them from. Because East Europe is like the ghetto of Europe, man. No one cares. You get a baby over there for cheap.
Yeah.
Because especially these women, in Eastern Europe, they're poor.
Yeah.
So when they become single mothers, then what they do is like, 'cause I was watching something, a guy did an interview. They go to like a single mother, and they'll find her while she's pregnant and say, listen, you know, like, what we'll do is, I got links abroad, and I got people who want to adopt your child, and they'll have a better life, and we'll give you like this amount of money. And of course they're gonna, because for them, being a single mother in Eastern Europe, you're fucked, innit? Like, because no man ain't gonna, there ain't no simp that's coming in to look after you and your child. You're better off without that child in a way, and then you give. So they, So as soon as they have the child, they give the child to the dude. That child's going into sex slavery immediately. Immediately, that child's getting abused somewhere in some place. And lucky if they survive past the age of 12. And if they do, they might end up in America somewhere. And there'll be a model in a modeling agency. Like, come on, man. This is how the game goes, man.
Let me go back to
Candace Owens is a beard. Which a beard is a woman that's with a man that prefers men, but he can't openly be homosexual. So that the term for getting a wife in that situation, and she knows about it, is called a beard. Candace Owens married some dude she met randomly. He's a lord, like she's a lady. Candace Owens is actually a lady.
For real?
Yeah, no, she married a lord. He's in the House of Lords.
Oh, for real?
For real? You didn't know this?
No, I just knew it was a small hat. Yeah, I just knew it was
He's a
small hat.
lord in the House of Lords. And if you look at the whole thing, they were married within 2 months. Yeah, she's a beard.
As in like spelled beard, as in.
Yeah, that's what it's called. She's a beard.
To make man look manly.
I
guess.
okay.
She's a beard. But her dad also juiced in. So they just arranged for her to be in there, but she still does her thing. You know, she's an agent.
Lady Candace, you know, damn.
She's a lady. But she's just 100%.
She's a beard. Like, that's an arranged marriage between a homosexual and a woman, but she gets
Marriage of convenience.
it's a marriage of convenience, and then she gets still to do her thing in America and pretend like she's a crusader for truth.
Yeah, so I mean, she's freaking off.
Oh yeah,
Freaking.
come on. This is how the game goes. There's a lot of men out there with the beards.
Basically, every Edomite.
There's men with them out there. Like, yeah, and the gal knows. She knows. It was already arranged. Listen, you're here because I gotta keep up appearances, man.
Yeah, especially if you're alone.
Jada Stinkett is a beard.
God.
Jada Stinkett is a beard. It's like one of the most well-known beards there is. Will's gay. And then man all acting on the thing about red table and all this shit to emasculate the black man. But in reality, like there was that was an open. They had everyone knew they had an open relationship.
You can't trust that.
She's a fucking beard, man. But people trust actors.
Man put on tears and everything, man. Like, you don't
Come on,
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
trust me.
This is not real, bro. Who's buying this stuff? Anyway, go on.
So the book of Psalms 144 and 10.
And even the children are witchcraft because they're a representation of Baphomet. Yeah. Because they named the daughter after the father and named the son after the mother. Yeah. So it's a inversion and a fusion. They're witches. They're warlocks, man. Hollywood, man. It is. That's why the first son, you don't see him that much. And the first woman that he was with, she left him and ducked out and took her son away from all that shit. Yeah, because she knew this game's dirty. She's like, nah, man, get out of here. Get out. You notice you don't hear nothing about that first son, right?
No, it's more normal, right? Don't it?
Yeah, why is that?
Wait,
Why is that?
like an actual first wolves.
His first son.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
something
yeah,
you're saying about. That was from his first relationship.
Okay.
You know, just the two of us. That's from
Yeah.
that's from the son. That's not about Jada.
And he's normal, right?
Yeah,
But then the
he's
two
normal.
that he had with the beard,
Freak.
the other witch, the
Freak.
other Hollywood bitch, which they're just total demons. Yeah, because it's their product. They're a product of heavy
Satan.
witchcraft, man.
Let's say it's LGBT.
Oh man,
Satan's a
crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck this world is. That's what I'm saying. There's so much. The fire has to consume it, man.
Of Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand of falsehood.
Full lies. Esau's kingdom is based upon layers and layers and layers of lies and misconceptions. Lies built upon lies, built upon lies, and built upon lies. And that's the only way his kingdom continues. Well, I always tell you that if an American president ever decided to tell the truth about America, how it works and what it is, he decided one day, you know what, man? I'm going to tell the absolute truth. Bro, America would implode upon itself because the truth is death to Esau. The truth breaks everything down. These people can't handle the truth. They couldn't even be able to handle the truth that they're the devil.
Oh, just to come out and know that he was Esau. That's enough.
You can't tell them that there's angels in the chariot, so you got to say it was aliens. That whole thing was a fabrication to create. And look how deep they went into creating this narrative. Think of it. The idea that the chariots have aliens in them, it's multifunctional. Because the idea of aliens, there's no prerequisite for that in the Bible. So you're already kind of moving people away from the biblical narrative. Because you can't believe in aliens and believe in the Bible. So it's another evolution tactic. Another thing it does is now you believe in these aliens now. This guy come in and fake some Roswell shit with Men in Black. And think of all Bob Lazar or Area 51 and all. Think of how deep Esau's gone to create this idea that alien exists. Hollywood. E.T. You got the first one. Encounters of the fourth kind and stuff like that. And then constantly alien film after alien film. Alien. That's one of the most famous films, Alien. And the idea of aliens is normal to people. So, before you've seen it so much in mass media, that's the first conclusion you would have. Oh, it's aliens.
And then also the fact that it's shown and displayed as a existential threat.
So think of it. How deep he's gone to plant this seed in people's minds. What it actually is. And then now JD Van saying it's demons.
Yeah.
So you got two choices. It's either demons or aliens.
Yeah.
I say it was so dry underneath the technology. But they're so advanced, isn't it? So we have to build that and up and do all this and all that. Invest.
Yeah. So it's Satan, man. His whole society is built on nothing but lies. It can only operate because most people are confused and ignorant to everything. They're ignorant to the health, the food they eat. They're ignorant to how everything works. Darkness is what allows Esau to rule, not enlightenment and knowledge. He can't afford to everyone to be knowledgeable and understand everything. Because you can't fool a man that knows his shit.
I was just about to say about the aliens and the demons thing. It's like wherever it is, it's bad. The bad guy.
Yep.
You know that we have to confront. You know, but if you knew it was an angel, you know it's the Messiah. It's on the side of righteousness. That's pointless opposing. You know, it's you. It's the people that are in the wrong. You know, like the hero.
Area 51. This is fuck, bro. If it was really, they wouldn't fucking tell you about it. You wouldn't know about it. They wouldn't allow Hollywood to talk about it if it was real like that. You fucking morons, man. They control Hollywood, you know. So if Area 51 was a real secret base they didn't want no one to know about, then you wouldn't know about it.
Yeah. The director would just mysteriously die.
They just want to get put here.
They wouldn't just want me in the script at all, period. And Bob Lazar wouldn't be on fucking Joe Rogan talking about it. Oh, yeah, I was there and I saw the ship. Like, whatever, bro. You didn't see shit. You look fucking LSD free. Demon, man. The heavy MK with your drone. He might believe he saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
On LSD, but he's like tripping out. Like,
Isaiah 60:2, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Darkness. That's how Esau reigns through darkness. Again, look at Trump. They purposely lie about everything. They purposely contradict themselves. This is not an accident. You're creating a state of confusion in people's minds. And when people are confused, you can use that against them. That's why everything they do contradicts themselves. 1984, so they want you to be confused, and then you just give up, and then you just do what you're told on any given day. That's what it is. How many fingers am I holding up? Whatever you say. On one day it could be 4, other day it could be 5. Just believe whatever Esau's thinking. Confused.
Well, it's like we were speaking about on the way here. It's like this idea that Iran's the greatest threat to the world. It's like, but look at how many, what's this word? Proxies that, they're attacking. It's like, bro, they're just trying to chill, bro.
And again, most people, they can get away with that because most people are ignorant.
Yeah.
They don't know the difference in a Sunni or Shia, and they don't know the history properly.
but tell me this, right? Like all these terrorists that we're supposed to be so afraid of, it's like, yeah, these attacks took place, right? But like, when did they take place though? Because there was no issue with these other nations until you started bombing places. So where was the threat? The threat came after you did.
People just want to chill, man.
And it's the same way you feel now, like, yeah, everyone's getting bombed. Yeah, you might get some crazy Iranian and do something, or whatever, right? But it's because of what you've done, as opposed to they had issues with us for what reason.
The average person they don't know, man. Listen, the only thing they're concerned with is some escapism, drugs, pussy, and some entertainment, man. And the entertainment is there to really program you and confuse you some more. Confused, man.
Yeah. Well, look, before you were talking about what's this thing, man? You roughly touched on evolution. So I love nature programs. So it's like I watch whatever comes on the graphics and all that. But you're watching it and you're just like, bro, did they actually just say that?
Yeah.
It's like the whole
They reinforced the evolution.
so hard. Like what was this recent one where it's going into the dinosaurs, man, and narrated by my guy, Morgan Freeman. Right, and you're watching it, and once again, you've got dinosaurs doing mating rituals. You don't know that. You don't know that, but they put it on the screen, and then like you're watching it in your subconscious, and then your kid's gonna be like, yeah, and then the T-Rex, he did this when he was so bro.
T-Rex and it's working or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you find two skeletons in the ground, a man and a woman. Yeah. Create a sex scene.
Yeah. That's how twisted it so is.
Man had the foot punch. How you know all that?
You know.
You know what I mean? Man liked it doggy style. Like, how you know? But he had black bones. But yeah, man. Yeah, he saw the cunt, man. Look, man, the lies. That's why he's the devil.
Yeah.
And that's why our world is so juxtaposed to his world, because while his world relies on people being confused and in darkness, our world is going to be completely different. The average individual in our world is going to be enlightened to truth. Truth is going to be the thing which is above all, and it's going to be taught and understood. There is not going to be no alternate versions. In Esau's world, there's 50 different lies that you could choose from on any given subject on purpose.
Because so with the whole case about Iran shooting down the F-15.
Yo, did you get one of them?
Yeah, it's in a bit. With Iran shooting down the F-15, basically there was like three breaking news stories, right? And the way each of them framed the incident was very different, right? One was like, oh, it got hit. Oh no, one was like it went down, right? So if you're none the way, you just like, oh, okay, you know, might have been a malfunction or whatever have you. Well, I think it was Reuters was like, yeah, it got shot. Like Iran shot down the thing, but that's Esau. Everything that he will do, he will lie by omission, lie by using the English language against you, lie by loads of different.
Might lie by AI.
Yeah,
There's all kind of lies.
Yeah. How dare they shoot that plane?
You might have people like Charlie Kirk, right? You look at incident like that, right? He might not even be dead.
Yeah.
But they'll have you arguing about how he died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's what I'm saying. Our kingdom is gonna be so different because truth on every area of life is gonna be established, man. Not lies. This world, lying is normal. Lying is the way. Just turn on your TV, you see two people, and one of them is blatantly lying. Both of them might be lying. And he's just like, well, how do I even know what the truth is? You can't trust no one. Can't trust Esau to say, I'm going to investigate. Well, then he just lies.
It's from Revelation chapter 18, verse 23. It's still in America, right? So the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. The whole world is doing nothing. People don't want to acknowledge that.
Lying, man. They just came out the other day. I think a lawsuit come out where a woman successfully sued, was it Instagram? Because she got addicted to Instagram and all. But it was designed to be that way. Yeah, 100% it was designed. Instagram is even the algorithm. The algorithm is designed to set up the sexualization of man. Because men in the West are all sexualization, and they think it's normal. We think it's normal, the level of sexualization we have. That we think about sex as much as we do. But it's not normal. We're over-sexualized because of media.
Yeah.
That sex is pushed into our minds 24/7. Now, what that does is, because a normal man with a normal testosterone level, testosterone is not just sex hormone. Testosterone is what allows men to focus. This is why a man could be out there and just focus on in all kind of conditions and study or focus. That's why a man could go into a monk could go into a damn room and just study. Testosterone actually helps you to do that. As a hormone, it helps you to focus, but it's also a sex hormone. So the minute you have sexual external stimuli, that part of testosterone triggers, and now you think about sex. But you're not now. The other part of testosterone doesn't work. The part that goes into focus. That, you get me? You lock in. Which is why fighters, they abstain from what? Sex, right? One of the reasons. Some reasons the minerals leave in your body, but one of the reasons is the testosterone is not now geared towards anything to do with sex. It's purely I need to jump this rope. I need to do that. That's part of being a man, and it helps men to be productive. When you create a society where You just throwing titties and ass and sex and whoredom in people's faces all the time. You create a bunch of distracted men, men that have no focus. So now you got Instagram, and you turn on your Instagram, and without fail, it could be Instagram or YouTube shorts. You're gonna just see nothing but provocative images. Now your mind is gonna straight away key into that. You're now totally sexualized, and you want more of it. So you're gonna start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And Instagram, that's how it gets men. Instagram, that women don't see all that shit. It's men. The algorithm specifically feeds you sexualized shit. They get women the other way, through being the one to get the attention, through likes, because they know women crave validation. So that's why you have the like button. So they know how to fuck people's brains up, man, and it's working against us. Like the young men in this society are fucked. Used to be young men could build themselves into something very easily. Now they're all just hooked on gal.
Like that freak at the O2, the Gunner concert, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, this thing, you know, it's 26. You brothers can look it up, man. Met Police, Gunner concert, O2. I ain't gonna say it on camera. Bro, it's like, what is this, a Jake? The thing is just the kind of thing. It's like, if it was Edom, I'll be like, you suspects.
Porn
You
and
know.
all that stuff has fried the young man's brain. These young men are no use. They're no good, man. You can't put them to a task and get them to do anything. So they're burnt out. And as a young man, that testosterone is supposed to have you fucking running through walls and being super focused. You're supposed to be setting young men to task, and they're just like, whatever you say, they're getting done, and they're getting better, and they're getting better. And no, the testosterone is being used against them.
And it's what do you call it? It's an elders guide right? And it goes down as well, just even to the color sides, right? About how you know, the originally when they were getting people hooked in, right? They use specific colors because it will give you like a tranquility as you were scrolling. Like, for instance, I'll go periods of time when I'm not on Instagram or whatever, what have you, but then I'll go back and see what's up. I just want to see if there are people that are actually doing all up posting. You can't even see that. You're seeing a whole lot
that movie. I'm a fan of man. You know, they're just narcissistic, man. They love themselves. And so they don't give a fuck about no one else. It's all about getting to the bag. You know, there was lie, steal, cheat, and do but like all these influencers. They're all these guys that are meant to be helping people, and they're scamming, man. All of them. Andrew Tate, Myron, all these guys buy my course, and they're just scamming everyone. And these are the male heroes, and they're really just pimping out. They got the OnlyFans pimping them out, and then you got the flipping manners. They're scum, man.
It says covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemous.
Yeah, covetousness. They want what other people have. They think other people don't deserve things. You know, that's a way a lot of people think. A lot of that comes from adultery too. Like sometimes it's true. Sometimes you see some waste, man, and you're like, yo, this is. But the way I see it, you should look at it differently. Listen, man, you're not entitled to no fucking women, man. The Lord bless you with a woman, He bless you with a woman. Hey, the Lord might give you an ugly woman, man. You have to charge it, man. Somebody got to be with an ugly woman. Hey, some of your mamas is an ugly woman. So stop fucking acting too much. Yeah. Stop it, stush. The way the world's going here, not everyone like, but some of these men act like, bro. Let me tell you something about the reality of the world. You see the buff things here, it ain't for everyone. Yeah.
That could be harmful for you.
Bro, the buff things ain't for everyone. Just because you're on Instagram and you're seeing all these baddies on the Instagram, yeah, brother, the baddies ain't for everyone. The baddies,
like the Tyson and
you know
the model Tyson. Or whatever.
I mean, if you get one, then you're blessed. Yeah? But you're not entitled to one.
Can I grab this? Oh, when you're done, sir?
No, but some man, because their mind is so, bro. If you get a girl, the Lord bless you with a girl. It's like anything else. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. You're not entitled to nothing.
The Lord said, "Be content."
You know what I'm saying? Like, if the Lord wanted you to be an incel, you never get a girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a lot of these niggas running around. Yeah? So, be humble, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these man, like, they're just moving crazy, blood. Listen, you see a next man, and you might think, oh, I'm better than him. Bro, he might have a better girl than you. Hey, the Lord hooked. Hey, sometimes I'll see a Jake, and he with a badass thing. I'll be like, yo, man.
Well done.
Bless you. The Lord bless, man. Be happy for the nigga, man. Some niggas ain't happy for man. They go, oh yeah, I should have that. Let the man have what's for him, and the Lord will give you what's for you, and then just roll with it, man.
I remember there was one guy I worked with. Mind you, my man's a millionaire, right? He's got his wife, he's got his youths. My man comes in with his missus. How's he got her? And it's like, bro, you're good. It's like, bro, you're good. I had to be like, yeah, but because my man's cool, innit?
But I even like to look at things at different angles. Like, like I said, Most High set up everybody with everybody, right? And you don't know why the Most High set up with someone. You know, whatever the case, the woman might be a fucking demon, bro.
Exactly.
And you might not. You think you want that woman, but you don't want that woman.
Hey, but these athletes suffer from that all the time. They be getting with these super baddie demons. I didn't feel sorry for them. You knew she was a demon, blood, but you want the baddies, blood. You couldn't get the librarian.
There was a saying I remember I heard, man. It was behind every hot woman is a man tired of being with her.
Listen, bro. You can't have that covetous nature. Sometimes other people are gonna have things. Be happy for them and move on.
Appreciate what you got.
Yeah, what's for you is what for you. Sometimes another man's gonna have a bigger house. That's their house. The Lord bless them. Don't start getting all red eye and green eye to our next man. That's not the way. That's Esau's way. That's not the way you should be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to let things be the way they're gonna be. I'm supposed to have. You ain't supposed to have nothing. You will have what the Lord allows you to have, man. You know what I mean? If the Lord bless another man, then they been blessed. Yeah, the Lord may bless you. Just leave it like that, man. Some of these, you're right. There's a lot of men that think like that. I remember there was a brother that committed adultery in I think it was Seattle, in GMS.
Seattle Snake.
The Seattle Snake. And I remember him, the brother he said one time, oh, how did you get a woman like that? That's what I'm saying. Some man will look at you and think, oh, you ain't supposed to be with the woman. Listen, bro, every man's ugly, you know. Some men are uglier than others. But, like, just, bro, I see it all the time. You think you gotta look like a model to get a buff thing? Bro, most places in the world, listen, you'll see a normal dude, short, like, because you listen to these alpha males, they'll bug your mind out. They'll tell you that to get the buff thing, you got to be a millionaire and be 6'2". That's bullshit. Just literally go to central London and just chill.
Yeah.
And you will just see some random Eastern European dude coming through with a baddie from Eastern Europe. She don't even know she's a baddie.
Yeah.
But I was
sure
saying
what
in
it's
other
up, man.
places in the world, this idea of relation is not a big deal.
Yeah, man. Look, and she likes him, he likes her. Everything's
You know?
blessed, blood. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Everything's blessed. Like, it is what it is. The Most High gave man that thing, you just move on. You might get a baddie, you might not. You might get average thing. It is what it is.
Can I grab this real
It's
quick?
wicked, man.
It says Matthew 19 from verse 4. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore the Most High hath joined together, let no man put asunder. What the Most High hath joined together.
It's that's nothing to do with you, man. Whether you think he deserves her or she deserves him and all that stuff ain't got nothing to do with you. Now you want to use that in your pride. Now you think you deserve. And there's a lot of men like that, a lot of haters. Bro, what's his name? G was like that. He was a hater, bro. He wanted P's woman. And a lot of times these men covet after girl, and then when they get there, they don't want them anyway. You just wanted to take her from a next man because of your pride, and you think you're. And that is the way a lot of men operate. They just want like the idea that I've took the woman from another man, and that makes you feel like you're the bigger man.
It's like demasculating somebody.
Yeah.
It's similar to that.
Nah, blood. Let the man have his thing, blood. If the Lord bless man with a baddie, man, God bless you, sir. Move on in life, bro. Bro, I've done that, bro. I've seen man with the baddest thing. I'm just like, yo.
My guy.
You know, you just want to roll up to man and go, yo. You done it. Hey, you done it big, bro. And just be happy, man. Bro, sometimes, bro, mans get blessed. You know what I'm saying, bro?
But I was saying, use the example within the camp,
that was
dude,
wicked.
it's like, but if you're spiritual, man, you wait to the kingdom, bro. You know what I mean? Because you know it's coming. Like,
Yeah, but he wanted his girl. That's the thing. No. He didn't want the buff baddie, because apparently he was one of them guys. And it's always them guys. When they get a lot of girls, they think every girl is theirs. Every girl are my girl. That's how that man. That's the gallus way. The gallus feels like every girl he can have access to, even if she belongs to a next man. Why has he got her? And that's, like I said, that's covetous. That's a wicked way. Because them man will get girls and still go after girls that got next man. Yeah, fuck that, man. That's wicked. Oh, he a nerd. He a nerd. Why he got it? You know what I'm saying?
She might like nerds.
Hey, don't tell the alpha males that black themselves. They be hurting. Bro, go Comic-Con, blood. There's bare girl there that love them. I was giving away game now.
The cosplay girls, isn't it?
For me personally in school, I always went for the chicks that was in the back of the library on their own, but it was fine as hell.
Well, there's some gems. Bro.
But the vision.
And guess what, man? It's always worked out.
But can I build on what you're saying though? Because there was certain subset of chicks where all the mandem said those chicks are pretty. If you didn't like those chicks and you liked anyone else, it was sort of like, bro, what you doing with us? So it's like you had certain women that were just overlooked.
And now we fast forward 15, 20 years later.
They're good food.
Some of the best food.
The girls in the library at the back, quiet, are taken or married.
Exactly.
The girls that got big tits fast and all that,
Rock out and
single moms,
and rock out.
with C-section scars, that certain brothers take advantage of.
It's true.
Why not?
Bro, it's true. Fuck it. It's true. But yeah, going back to that, it goes on a lot of levels, but a lot of people nowadays are covetous, man, and they hate us, and they don't like to see anyone else have anything, and they want to take it, man.
Sometimes you don't know what it is that people are observing, man. Because sometimes it may be a relate, sometimes they're just friends. These guys, because I see it when I walk with some of my language group people. Esau's looking at me all angry.
Yeah, they hate you for your job.
Yeah.
They don't know what you've been through, like in life, to be where you are. They think, why have you got that job? Hey, a lot of Edomites, especially with Jake, a lot of Edomites are covetous of your job, man. And they'll work to try and get you fired to get their cousin, their DEI, to get their DEI cousin in.
I was
blood.
dealing with that for like 2 years.
Yeah, you gotta watch these Edomites. There's a lot of Edomites here. When they see you on a certain pay bracket, in their mind they're thinking, "Raw, like, why are you earning this kind of money? Like, I need to try and get you fired so that I can bring my DEI cousin in."
That's it.
Covetous,
Like,
blood.
don't watch me, bro.
Yeah, man,
Don't
do your
watch me,
thing,
man.
blood.
Do your thing, bro.
Hey, listen, I probably earn a lot more than a lot of you Edomites out there, but I work low level jobs too. The Lord bless me.
That's it.
Oh man, fuck these
Exactly.
devils, man.
You put up a hill,
Bro, man, prayers. A couple of fasting, man. And now you got a job, and now a fucking bacon out at work. The only way he got is because he's white.
Yeah, man. Hey, you gotta learn to look for your blessing and not try to take another man's blessing. You know, and that's that covetous nature. It's not good, man. Even among your brothers, if a brother gets something or does something good, be happy for the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? It's better that he got it. I used to explain it to my children. They might have, you know, because kids might have feel a certain way. Their friend wins something in England. I said, well, isn't it better that your friend won than someone else? Because if you couldn't win it, at least your friend won it.
That's it.
So just be happy for them. Your day will come
Exactly.
when it's your turn to receive. Don't be covetous, man.
Remember, Arsenal wins the cup, wins the league, innit? That's what I say.
That's right. That's a beautiful point.
I don't want that.
This man's got so
I don't want that cup anyway.
You look for someone in Syrah.
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna say
precept as well.
I've got. Have you got
I got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's got it, okay.
This will go Ecclesiasticus 14:9. A covetous man's eyes is not satisfied with his portion.
There you go. And this is Esau embodies this to the most, because he doesn't want his inheritance that the Lord. Remember, when you go into the scripture said the Lord gave to every nation their inheritance. They gave them their land, right? But Esau, the land that he was given ain't enough for him. He wants more. Yeah, that's the nature of a covetous man. They want more than what the Lord has allotted to them, and they want to take what the Lord has given to someone else. That's not right, man. You got to look for your own blessing, man. You can't teach for another man's blessing. The Lord has decided to bestow that upon another man. Hey, that's good for them. Now you need to look for your own.
Yeah. And as you know, it's one of different elders. They push this idea of like waking up, it's giving thanks. Because it's like in this world, it will keep you in that state. Here it is. It's like you can have 9 things that is like you're in the top 10% of people. Like 9 things, but you ain't got that one, and that's the
Concentrate
thing.
on that, yeah.
Oh man, this that, and the other. It's like, nah, actually, you're good.
There's a lot of man that ain't even got what you got.
Exactly, you're good.
Hey,
But
think of it. Nigga with an ugly chick better than the incels.
yeah,
That's right.
Hey, and so a lot of them ugly chicks will treat a man good,
yeah,
and they make good moms too.
yeah. Well, because it's like that's why chick. That's why chick.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what he is, blood. Like, some,
That's why a lot of chicks will be like, oh, I got why did he cheat on me with her? So it's because she was cool. She made cake, she made cookies. Not right now because it's Passover.
bro, this is what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
No, it's true, bro.
That's it. But sometimes some of the things that we don't have is because right now, like for us in this thing of ours, it's not expedient for what we need right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like sometimes there'll be things where we need to like lock in on this or lock in on that or whatever it is. Right?
That sense of entitlement can destroy you, man. It's that sense of entitlement, that covetousness can destroy you. That doesn't mean you're not going to desire for this. There's a difference, but you got to keep it balanced within yourself, man.
That's a whole nother level.
But that entitlement will destroy you, man, because now you're trying to force it, man.
Yeah. I've got one after you.
And the iniquity of the wicked dries up his soul.
Yeah, he's just on a constant prowl for that particular thing. I mean, brother's got family members that they can't put down the fucking, making money the not legal way. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, we've done this for 20 years, it's not working. Get the forklift license and just praise the Lord. You know what I mean? But Jake's
man's
digging
chasing
himself
ego.
debt.
Ego, yeah,
You know,
chasing what don't belong to you.
Chasing, you know, going to jail because you want a Cuban link so bad.
That's
They
it.
could just work, man.
That's it.
Set
Paying
people
taxes.
up. Set people up.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
but-
enjoy the freedom of not having the police following you.
Kicking your door down. You're getting the anxiety. bro.
I'm
Like,
so glad. Like, bro, I'll be hearing certain stories about the mandem and that
Bro.
mandem life. I'm grateful, bro.
Same.
That about shit, man.
Bro, I love it.
I've never had to. Well,
Hey, you don't want ops, man.
Yeah.
Niggas be in Tesco just looking at the broccoli.
Bro, well, like I told you the other day.
Yeah,
The nigga I grew up with,
Yeah.
trying to buy food, he got stabbed.
Yeah,
stabbed
right.
all over.
You know what I mean? You
Internal
don't want that,
bleeding.
man.
Wonderful drink.
When me, I could go to the same
Petrol
restaurant.
station.
Yeah.
Bro, you
Sim-
be
buy 2 things and get out of there.
Simple
Bro,
life.
it's alright. You be hearing something about, bro, like it was a brother story you was telling me about how someone couldn't go to zone 1. Like, I was like, wait, but that's zone 1. That's where like Amalek and all them have their businesses, and that's like, nah, you couldn't go. So
Nah,
what?
because that's where you might run into carnival, you know, carnival or some club. Yeah, you don't want ops, man. As a grown man, you don't really want ops, man. That's just long. That's just like you want to live free.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Niggas back in.
Yeah, anxiety each time
Doing
a car pulls
Sainsbury's.
up.
You know what I mean?
Shalom.
Look, you put in your groceries into your car outside Sainsbury's and niggas pulling up. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Sirach 25:2. 3 sorts of men my soul hateth, and I love the way this is phrased, and I am greatly offended at their life. Right, it says a poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that doteth.
I was gonna get that, yeah.
You know?
And getting back on Esau, Esau's rich.
Yeah.
And he's a liar. And it's offensive, blood. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it is offensive, bro. Because man's got everything that he needs, but he expects he's telling you he's lies to gain advantage over you still.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why do you need to do that?
Hey, listen, in some ways, man, when you're blessed, man, one of the greatest things is to be able to bless others. But Esau don't think that. But when you're blessed, man, one of the best things is to be able to bless others, man. And it actually is scientific. It makes you feel good to help people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I've seen like some studies, and you watch little documentaries on like the so-called rich and wealthy. Obviously, to get that level of wealth, bro, you're obviously taking a bill. But there's certain groups of people with a level of wealth, it may not be top level. The only fulfillment that comes is to help other people. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
What's like we said earlier on in the camp, there is actually a number where you've got enough, and that number isn't as high as people think it is. You know, I mean, it's still like 25, 30
Esau's a
mil.
psychopath, man. he gets off
I'll
on.
often
He's
say,
a,
no,
he's
not
a sadist.
anymore.
He's a sadist.
He gets off on causing suffering, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Causing pain.
That's what makes him feel better.
Yeah, well, you see that in the workplace. A lot of people got managers that say this. That's why they come up with stuff just to make your life worse, because they enjoy you suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like a sadist is no good, and you become a miser. That's why the Bible says riches is not only for a niggard. Because really, to be rich isn't like a lot of these men think like rich is the goal, to be rich. But when you really, even if you look in the law, if you was a rich man, right, it would be kind of like your duty to lend to the poor to help their situation.
Yeah.
And you know, like if you get your money back, you get it back. But there could be a situation where you don't get your money back. You got to charge it. But but in the law, you would. But then you got to look at it this way. That's why the Lord blessed you with riches, so you can now help your brother, man.
You know, when you're saying that, Zuka, I'm thinking about some people that live in like properly gated communities where it's like they will happily spend money for the upkeep of the community, even if it's their own, because it's like, look, if let's say someone else can't afford to do this, if I don't do this, then it starts getting worse, deteriorating, and then that then affects all of our property values. So they're for the greater good of that small gated community. They're very willing to help pay for the upkeep because it's a general good.
Well, it makes sense. And then if you look at our society, which is predominantly an agrarian society, that goes into the social network, that it helps to have others around you be strong. It doesn't help to have others around you be weak. Peradventure, there comes a point where you fall into a bad way. Who the hell's going to be able to help you? If everyone else is, and that's what Jake find himself in. We live basically where everyone else is down bad. So if you get into a bad situation, people don't even really want to help you because they're really hurt to help you. It's like, damn, it's my last fiver. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if everyone was in a strong situation and you help them to be in that situation, if you went down, they can easily help you because they're all they up.
That's why the faith is important to see ourselves above.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like everything has to be balanced. You know, some parts have more, some parts have less. But those who can, that's why we push the spirit of God. Yeah. Get the job because it's like
The stronger you are, the better
you are as a
everyone.
then £1,000 isn't a burden if
If you all got inside, yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, that's why it's a body, you know?
But Esau he works the other way.
Yeah.
He thinks he gets rich to make himself richer. And so he comes in the spirit of Ebenezer Scrooge, a niggard. That's why the Bible says riches are not homely for a niggard. A niggard is a miser, someone who just the money comes and they just holding on to it and they don't want to give nobody nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, because once again, when you do the math on interest, like, bro, you got like, what was it? What would we get to? You got like what, 10 million in the bank? That's what, like 500k on like a 4 to 5% like a year in interest payments.
yeah, you get you get niggas, yeah, like in certain places in America, right? They get their money up and they'll literally go to a strip club and throw that money on hoes, on dysfunctional hoes, yeah. And not even a little bit of money. They'll go back every week and go grands upon grands. And like, it's like, bro, don't you think it's like productive? I guarantee you, there was a struggling family somewhere where the man just needed a little. You know, there's always a Jake out there that's like, yo, I'm a carpenter, but I could do with some tools.
Yeah.
And just that little bit of injection of money in that man's life is helping man to just, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out there like 2-3 grand away from we're good. You just went and spent like fucking 2-3 grand in a strip club. And I'm not saying you can't do that, but I'm saying this is what
Help
I mean.
the brother first.
You could have helped him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And take him, man.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, a rich man can actually do a lot of good. But that's why Esau, he don't want really Jake to be like that. He want you to get your money, right? And then spend your money stunting. But not really spending your money helping other people who are fun. Because you can't help everyone. Some men are waste, man. But there's a lot of Jake out there. I promise you. There's a lot of Jake out there that it's the curses. They are literally a small amount of money away from just getting their shit sorted. They just need to fix their truck. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's spiritual. It's spiritual. You know what I'm saying that because there's always a conversation I have every time I go to Ghana and come back. Obviously, my situation over there is a nice house or whatever.
Yeah.
But then seeing like, you know, other Jakes struggling. You know how you got these Jakes from Babylon and England go to Ghana? Oh, Ghana is so right, great. And I'm like, bro, no, it's not. Because even though you're going there with your money and having a good time, there's people who are there locally who's hurt. So that all that praise of Ghana, that pisses me off because it's like, bro, there's Jakes there suffering too. And Ghana ain't the kingdom of heaven, by the way, because you got some of these bugged out niggas that we once knew, right, in South somewhere, doing some crazy shit right now, right? You know, I mean, what's it called, man? A shun, right?
Do you know you did that like Kanye West? Like, he go say his name. It's a shot.
But like people like that trying to teach doctrines like Ghana is the new Israel, Jerusalem. Their niggas are wicked, bro. You know what I mean? They will steal your shit at gunpoint too.
100%.
Just in slippers, you know what I'm saying? Well, I have a precept.
There's that video the other day, one of the AK.
In the slippers on. You know what I'm saying? I have a precept. I have a quick one. This is Proverbs 28. This is Proverbs 28:22. He that hasteth to be rich hath an evil eye, and considereth not that poverty shall come upon him.
Yep. And what was like make it happen just like that?
You know, he's an example of that. That these Jakes love. Franklin Saint. Remember?
Like, he
was all.
He's up.
Like Jake almost.
Heartbroken, bro.
Jake was heartbroken.
Why she do that?
No, why she do that and all that stuff? And it's like, no, he got the ending that was just. He was on a proud for money, and it destroyed his whole family. And in the end, what? He should just be in a suit and
Sail off into the
go to
sunset.
Florida somewhere. No, because great, he lost his money.
Niggas is still hurt.
Niggas
Niggas
are
still
hurt,
commenting
bro.
off that.
Yeah,
Still commenting to this.
Because they had their own dreams, bro. They had their own dreams of
yeah.
achieving such a thing, isn't it? And they feel like no one should get in the way of me or take my bag. But he was wicked, man. And the wicked always gets their upcomings. Always.
And there needs to be more stories like that where
More
they ain't
examples.
where it ain't sailing off into the sunset.
Bro, when Jake, I know in the islands, man, when I go back to my grandmother's era, man, people used to help each other.
yeah.
You know, like people were used to build houses based upon other people doing favors. Next man will come and help you do your roof. Next man's gonna help you do this, do that. Then man might steal some bananas off. No, real talk.
No, that's
when
not
my
good.
grandfather talked about how he built that first house that they had, man was like having to do, you know, Jake, we brought down. So man had to take some bananas, and then man would give a man banana, and then that's how man's getting certain materials, and different people are helping, and then when it's their turn, other people's turn, you return the favor. Other people might need something now, and then everyone's getting their house built.
It's sort of like how Jake, that's popular amongst Jake and the West Coast to bring in people from back home. Like one uncle might send his nephew to come to the UK, and then he'll work, and then he'll fit the bill for another cousin to come. So that's how all like my mum, my aunties, and whoever, a lot of them came through that system.
That's that network. That network that you work together and you build each other up. But you see, the American way is not that. The American way is how can I build myself up? And that goes back to what we were breaking down about lovers of oneself, about covetousness, because the American way is all about you. Use people, abuse people, and as long as you get to where you're going, to hell with everyone. Everyone is just a stepping stone for you.
And these lovers of their own souls, these social media things, sites are just amplifications of that, man.
So you could boast. You're a boaster. They're more about boasting than anything else, and that is what it is. A lot of
that evokes more pride.
More pride, and a lot of the thing is about boasting. Look at Floyd Mayweather. A lot of his whole ego was just boasting. Man, every time he does a video, he's all I'm in man right now. We in a hotel. I don't even know how much his hotel costs. You know how much it costs? And with the money team, it's like, bro, like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's why you got nothing in your bank account.
Why are you
bro.
coming on the internet, Jake is out here down bad here, just trying to make a way in life, and they have to watch you talk about a hotel room that you don't know what the price is. But what is this doing for anyone, man?
And that's the thing, because like really you should be teaching, if anything, financial literacy. Look, man, you know, it's cost me a lot, but really this is how I was able to X, Y, Z.
Yeah, because he had no fucking financial. That's why he's broke now.
Exactly.
He's a dickhead. But while it lasted, all he was doing was
talking
boasting.
about it.
And that's what we read. Who still got the scripture? That's one of the things. Oh, I think the brother was reading it. Posters, you know, it said men in the last days.
But the reason I was bringing that up is because when you look at how Esau deals with his sons, they're taught financial literacy from a young age. And that's one of the reasons, Esau's a dickhead and he ain't going to pay you. But that's one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why Jake will go into a workplace where you can negotiate your salary. And then we'll start off in a worse position in Esau. That's one of the reasons, right? Because Esau's dad has been like the Edomite, their dad will be like, all right, cool, son, that's what you're going to do, right? You're going to try and negotiate this, that, and the other. Or if not, let's say it's one where it's a company that gives you options and shares and stuff like that. What you're going to do is you're going to maybe take a little less salary, but ask them to top you up on your options or shares. So you may be a little bit down for a little bit longer, but then when the shares come through, you're up in comparison to other people.
Guess what? That's them higher level Edomites. But they gatekeep that information. And that's what it is. It's about gatekeeping. So there's a lot of that's what it is. So don't want no one to know nothing. It's a gatekeeper.
Like, bro, them splats, bro. Like I was watching a video of what certain things that you do. They have a lot of kids on purpose to obviously get the benefits to get that home. So what they eventually do is they like 8 million, and then they use the right to the right scheme to buy the house, and then they rent the house to their own family. So it's like your family's paying for the house that you got from the government. So it's a loop of money.
Yeah.
Like he fucking
Bro,
that's that like small hat. You know,
Small hat
bro,
loophole.
they know how to do. They
That was-
gatekeep everything, man. Even now, I was watching one thing on this black woman. They put their ass in jail, but she was basically working for one of the investment companies. And you know, you got the whole thing about being a
Inside.
to be a proper investor. It's called what's it called? Accredited investor. You have to have a certain amount of assets. That's how they gatekeep you. So it's like these Edomites that have a certain amount of assets, they can go and invest in a new company when it's cheap before the company becomes big, right? And that's how you really make the big money. That's how if you get into a Google early before it hits off. But what they say is it's risky. So they don't want normal people to be able to do that. Oh, you could go fucking DraftKings. Oh yeah, you could go to DraftKings and bet on the damn fake ass fucking basketball games that are rigged. But you can't go and invest in a new company. So she was like, okay, she would find a way to basically fudge Jake's numbers. Because Jake might have like 500K. So he could invest. But he don't have a million's worth in assets. Like. So she'll find a way to basically do that. And then Jake was making peas. Because Jake was then going and investing in certain companies, so you know them startups, and making peas off that. Esau found out, put her in jail.
Damn.
But what she was showing
Why
was
is that even illegal like that then? I don't understand why
because
it's that
this
severe.
is a way of gatekeeping. So it's like it's fraud. So basically she was fudging, because according to the law, you can't be an accredited investor unless you have a certain amount of assets. And that's how they gatekeep people that don't have a certain assets from getting in early. Because when you get in, you'll be buying from them. But they've already 100x. Because they probably, you could say like you get into like one of these, say like you get into a startup. And then the startup does massive valuation. It ends up being worth 200 million or something. When you go to sell, you probably 1,000x your investment in the company. You've hit. If you've invested 10 grand, it's worth like fucking 10 million now or some shit. Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, but obviously, if by the time you get access to that on the public market as a normal investor, it's now worth so it has to go to some crazy price for you to get the same return that the initial investors. But the initial investors took more risk. Yeah, when they're not juiced in. So it's a way for them to gatekeep away from poorer people investing where they can get more returns. So they call it an accredited investor. But she fudged it because there's Jacob money, bro. But you might not have the money to be an accredited investor. But why can't you invest? If you can go buy stocks normally or go DraftKings and fucking bet, or go Las Vegas and bet your fucking life savings on red or black here, why can't you fucking invest in a startup?
You had certain man sell their nan's yard to buy crypto, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why can't you be an accredited investor? You know, but that's one of the other ways that Esau, the rich, were gatekeeping the ability for man to get in early, man. Fuck Esau, he's a gatekeeper, man.
But in contrast, you know, I mean, like according to our law, you know, it says like if someone comes to you to borrow money,
You still gotta give it to
you
them.
still gotta help them out.
It's a social contract, man.
So it just shows you that's the contrast.
Sometimes people need help. Now you're not supposed to abuse that, but like we're going into, the rich are not really supposed to be adversarial to the poor. But this, in a wicked world, that's how it's gonna be. The rich is adversarial because they become predatory. They become their own mini oppressors. They want to oppress people, which is not how it's supposed to be.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 29 and start from 7. Many therefore have refused to lend for other men's ill dealing. Many therefore have refused to lend for other men's ill dealings, fearing to be defrauded.
Which go, that's the other side of it. If you're gonna borrow money, you're supposed to borrow money in good faith, not like you're purposely going to defraud the person that's defrauding you. So you're supposed to have something good that you're gonna do with the money, and you're not just free. That's the social what's it called? Contract. That's a social contract. That both sides of the contract are supposed to be coming into something with good faith. Because when you break one side of that, it fucks it up for other people.
Yeah. Because even a bank, if you take money from a bank, they ask you, what are you using the money for?
Yeah.
You know?
So and that's life. Life is. This is why the law is there, because anytime people interact, both sides of an interaction has to trust the other person to be operating in good faith. The buyer of the car and the seller of the car both have to. A marriage, anything that involves social interaction, you're supposed to be able to know that the other person is good faith, because when you break that faith, you actually make it worse on other people. Because now this is the world we live in, that everyone looks at each other shady. And someone could be sincere, but you're like, fuck that, I ain't trying to help this person because that other person over there, this happened to them. And this is what happens
This
with
happens a
wickedness.
lot, you know. Yeah.
When you start, marriage is a prime example of that. People don't trust each other in marriages no more. And it's not because 100% of marriages fail. It's because enough of them, there's enough bad action that man's like, oh, this is fucked.
It's risky.
It's risky. Right? Now imagine if people went into these marriages in good faith, that there wasn't, then everyone can trust each other, then it wouldn't be an issue. But the more you see people doing evil, the more it taints it and ruins it for other people. Because then this other person who has good intentions, he gets brandished with the same brush as someone who done some fuckery.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a knock-on effect.
People don't want to get burned. You know?
People don't want to get burned, man.
I have a quick one. This is Ecclesiasticus 27:2. As a nail sticketh fast between the joinings of the stones, so does sin stick close between buying and selling. So it's like, you know, between businesses, it's very easy to people in business to not tell the truth.
Oh no, you have to not tell the truth. No, it's like when you're doing an investment round, you can't be honest. Because you have to make everything sound, look man, this business is gonna do this, and you're gonna get rich if you invest. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah. And this is why the world is fucked.
Yeah.
Right? But the script law says what? Defraud not thy neighbor.
It's like when we talk, because Boza mentioned it's about the in like record sales, but I know it from the perspective of business. Like, let's say you've got an idea, right, and you might go to it, which is a bit changed now because the market's a bit fucked. You'll go to an investment company, venture capitals, and you'll be like, oh, hey, you know, we've got this company, it's going to do this, it's going to do that, etc., etc. None of it is true. It's all just a figment of one's imagination. You're more likely to get a higher investment than a company that's already doing that thing, but isn't making that much profit, because it's all about selling a dream. Because when you've got the hard numbers, they're like, well, how are you going to flip that into X, Y, Z? It's a lot harder. Right? I remember,
because this other track record was bad. It's not good.
Not good yet. Whereas this other one's just an idea. And I remember bro said that's quite similar in the record industry, where if you already got an LP out, an album out, and it maybe didn't get as many sales, your deal that you'll get offered won't be as good. You know?
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Did we have the
I still got the
posters?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that, man. Yeah, this is all part of it, man.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Alright, so it goes on to say, well, yet, Ecclesiasticus 29:8. Yet have thou patience with a man in poor estate, and delay not to shew him mercy.
Mercy, man.
Help the poor for the commandment's sake, and turn him not away because of his poverty.
Exactly, man. So there's actually a responsibility of the nobles, of the rich, of the land to help the poor, man. And it's really in their interest.
It's true.
It's really in their interest, man, because it's better that we all strong than one man strong and everyone's weak, man. But like I said, this society is the other way round. It's all about gatekeeping, and it's all about the minority being strong, everyone else being weak, so you can take advantage of them. That's the culture of the world we live in. Gatekeep, and everything becomes like that. As many gatekeep as much as possible, so that you could take advantage of as many people as possible. And that's not really how life is supposed to be, man. That's not how the rich are supposed to operate in a righteous society, man. You're supposed to be noble for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fucking oppressors, man. You know what I mean? That's it.
I mean, it makes me think of just a quick point
Yeah, go on.
about King Solomon during his reign. Remember, it said gold was the silver, silver was brass.
Yep.
So that gives you insight that basically, on the whole, Israel was in a more flourishing
Well,
state.
well, put it this way: you got the righteousness, because his job. What's the job of Solomon? To enforce righteousness and wisdom. If you're enforcing righteousness and wisdom, and everything's running how it's supposed to run,
It's gonna be profitable.
bro, everyone's gonna be up, man, because you got access to wisdom. You got access to wisdom and judgment. Man ain't gatekeeping. If a one man can run his farm a certain way, he should be able to go to another man and say, yo, my farm's failing. Help me out. Boom. Man's giving you the information you need right there. You ain't even got to pay, man.
That's it.
Yeah? The wisdom is flowing all over the place, starting from King Solomon all the way down. Because the nobles are supposed to also be disseminate wisdom. Yeah? And it be an example of how to do things.
Yeah.
So you copy that example and you can improve.
And was it, this is why even in the heathen, after the 1,000 years of punishment, man, they all do better.
Yeah, because they'll have an example. Then on top of that, we had a society that enforced what? Land ownership among the people. So people have land. They have the means to produce for themselves. They got access to capital if they ain't got it. And it leads to what? Flourishing. Upliftment. Prosperity. Not oppression. The American way, or the way of Esau, is oppression. So when they're saying, oh, the stock market's flying through the roof and the economy looks great, what they're really translating that to is there's a small percentage of people that's doing really well. But within that, there's a whole bunch of people that's not doing well. But but the stock market's flying through the roof. Yeah, because that's good for them, because their society is not based upon a universal prosperity. It's this sign about the prosperity of the oppressor.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like money and wealth in this kingdom, it's not balanced. Because look, you're always gonna have people who have more.
Yeah.
But the guy who has least, he doesn't have to be homeless. You know what I mean? It's like remember the scripture says that the least is gonna be as King David. You know what I mean? In power and strength, but then even in riches. You know what I'm saying? Even the least of us is
Yeah,
gonna
why?
be on a level.
That's what it's funny, because that's what we were saying earlier. That there's no need for the third world.
Yeah.
There's no need for it. But we live in a system that economically is designed to be oppression.
Yeah.
It's designed to create a 1% that has 99%.
Yeah.
But this is why all these nations are failing, because he's
Pay
sucking
their
up all the wealth and resources out of the world.
And the thing is, you end up in a position where it's just like, I don't. But it's because we're Jake though. Because so we're like, yo, because you might be in a place and then you're okay, but then you walk outside and it's like,
For real.
you know what I'm
That's how I
saying?
felt when I was in
You don't like it. You don't like to see it, man.
Everyone's
You
all
know?
hungry, everyone's all looking
But
at you.
Esau's like getting hard off that. Oh yeah.
Esau loved that.
And then you're gassing yourself, because one thing that does, it makes you feel much better than them, because your superiority comes from that difference. Oh yeah, I must be superior because I'm a millionaire. Look, that guy there's broke down, so that makes me great. When really you're just the devil and you're gonna be destroyed, man. That's it. Like, you're not a better human being. You're in it. You might have the riches, but in terms of an actual person, you're low, man. You're a low life.
Yeah.
Yo, who you simply are is a devil who got a deal.
Yeah.
Double B. Like,
Praise Satan.
yeah, you know?
Oh, the
You're just
devil.
you're just a devil that prays Satan.
Yeah.
Charge it.
You know what I'm saying? He's a sadist, man. He loves it. He loves to see suffering. Pete Hegseth, he loves it. The bombing. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Hey, keep going. Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Is it good for more?
Yeah, go on.
The wine is good.
Jessica, 29 and 10. Lose thy money for thy brother.
Lose thy money for thy brother, man. Yeah.
Help man up.
Esau ain't losing his money for no one. You heard, man. That man had people crying about EBT.
Yeah.
Making up shit. Oh, there's black women on 50K a month. They were just making up numbers, yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not true. Look, people on EBT ain't living like fucking kings out here. Like, what were you fucking doing here?
Yeah, it's sort of like how these Baconites sit here. You're on benefits, but you got a TV. Oh,
Funny what we're speaking about it yesterday.
you have a phone. Like, yeah.
Bro, basic human rights.
There's poor people who go on holiday. Whoa.
Yeah. Bro, being on benefits, yeah, it's not the lick that these men are trying to make it into.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be down bad.
But you remember there was that news article. The thing is, when I saw the numbers, immediately I was like, "This is cat," because it was like, if certain benefit recipients can earn. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, but that was including if all
your kids were disabled. And it was like, and the thing is, you looked at the number and you was like, all right, let's break this down, because you knew there is no way.
Because because it significantly increases if you children are disabled.
Yeah, but you got all these Edomites demonizing people on benefits, but then Elon Musk and these man can get like government contracts. And all the big, the spotlight now is on the military-industrial complex. Man's like, hold on, you spend all this money on the THAAD system, it doesn't even fucking work.
Yeah, and the F-35 don't work anymore.
Yeah,
because it has come up. We were speaking about how they're using infrared that can't be detected. So the base they no longer know. Exactly, but the thing is worse, because basically the F-35 can no longer know when it's being tracked.
Bro, it's mad. I'll put it this way, like, look at how much money Chelsea spent on their squad.
Yeah,
and it's ass. Bro, there comes a point, where if you see another team doing better than you that spent like a tenth of the money and they're competing with you, you gotta be looking at your man like, yo, what is happening here? What is going on? Like, because the amount of money you're spending is supposed to mean something. But so the American military can spend $1 trillion a year on this military, and now you're getting smashed to pieces by a bunch of man, that on the sanctions, that didn't have 40 years. They were doing it on the budget.
Yeah.
You're not upset about that, the amount of money you're spending, but you were just crying about EBT.
Yeah.
Oh, the EBT,
Yeah, but so like Scott was messaging yesterday, like right now, which China and Russia have been helping Iran, that is true. But when you're seeing a lot of the cope that you're getting from these Americans, it must just be Chinese tech. Like, nah, bro, your tech just ain't as good as what you. But because that's a way to, be like, oh no, it's not really the Iranians that are hitting us.
You've been getting robbed.
Yeah.
Don't get me twisted. It's not that America don't have good technology.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But you have to realize is that them man had a blank check.
Yeah.
So it's like I could make in China and these countries. They're not running with the blank check.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, how much can we do this thing for? We only got this amount of money.
Yeah.
Man will make it work. It's the ghetto thing. Yo, how much money we got? Okay, we need to make this work.
Yeah.
If you give a man a blank check here, say, yo.
Exactly.
Like, man's like, oh, okay, I could do this for like 10 mil.
Yeah.
But you give me 100 mil?
Yeah.
Okay, it's worth 100 mil.
Yeah, exactly. There was that Senate hearing a few years ago where it was a bag of bushels that cost $90,000 for where you could go Wix and buy it for £2, and it was $90,000. No difference, the same thing.
So that racket, the military-industrial complex was basically stealing, and that's why the Pentagon itself has failed every fucking audit, because they've been stealing money out of the American economy through the military, and they haven't been getting their money's worth. Man are not crying about that. Trump just added another 500, whatever, what was it? Some crazy amount to bring up to 1.5 trillion, right? And they're not crying about that, right? But then, not long ago, they were crying about EBT, and they can't give their citizens free healthcare.
And they were shut down.
And they're saying, oh, how come you can give their citizens free healthcare? They're communists, and all this shit. It's like, bro, you in America, everyone should have free healthcare. If you go to China, the Chinese model is we want to help businesses. So the government is going to help the businesses by reducing their wages, by providing public services. That's what the whole point of public services is, to help businesses, because the businesses don't have to pay you a certain amount of money, because they can get the healthcare for free from the government. So in China, you got cheap healthcare because it's subsidized, cheap travel. Right?
Because to say it's like you can go to China from London for £400 because the government subsidizes.
It.
Which is a two-way win, right? Because then you're getting people that are seeing, oh, China is good. Tourism goes up, right? So they're making money that way. Right,
So they're helping
know.
their people.
Exactly.
Now you go to America now, they're like, fuck the people. Yeah, we're gonna be the corporations are gonna give you damn near no wages, and the corporations are running all the other systems. So you just gonna have to pay. And guess what? If you can't pay, then fuck you. Then you gotta charge it.
It's like insulin. Insulin, what you call it, the guy that invented it, basically, so he was like, bro, this is lifesaver. I ain't gonna make money from it. Right. So the fact that Americans are paying hundreds of dollars for insulin per vial. Yeah. Whereas I think in the UK it's something like $10 or something like $10 equivalent for a vial of insulin. And it's like, bro, these men are literally just killing people. They actually, at that point, you are literally just killing people.
You don't need. Look, America should have free healthcare.
Yeah.
They should have the best education and the best healthcare there is for free. Because all the big corporations and the profits they be making should be funding that. But guess what?
It's by design.
It's by design, man. And then they're looking at China and that. Bro, one woman, she did it. She did the whole thing of I got have a doctor's checkup today. She went to the doctor, easy appointment. They done a full fucking body scan, gave her all the treatments, and she showed the receipt. Yeah, that's how much I paid. It was damn near nothing. Man, in America, that would have cost like 20 grand.
Yeah. Well, having a baby costs you $10,000.
Yeah, man,
They said his kidney to pay for it.
Kidney, maybe even a pineal if you can.
Yeah, man.
Scrape it out.
They don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, most of this corporate in America, they have offshore accounts. So
Yeah,
they
offshore
don't-
accounts.
Yeah, so they avoid the tax and all that stuff. So the whole thing is a joke. But guess what? Who gets demonized the most? Not the billionaires and the big corporations. They're seen as the saviors of America. Elon and these guys, they're seen as the upstanding people that are working hard and they deserve their trillions. And then some fucking single mother on fucking EBT, yeah, she's a demon. That's fucking. She's taking all the money. What the fuck is this?
Got this real quick. So Sirach 14:3. Riches are not comely for a nigger. And what should do with money?
Oh no, who was it? Was it JD Vance saying, oh, the Iranians, they're horrible, they're spending money on the military and not spending money on the people?
Did he actually say that?
Yeah. And then Trump came out the next day and said, we can't afford to spend money on daycare and things like that. We're a big country and we need to go to war. So what?
Hypocrites.
What is going on here, brother? Like, this is insane.
Wow.
This is insane.
Yeah, when you spend so much on the military and you're asking for more, this is crazy.
The racket. And these insurance companies, they're overcharging for what they should be charging for healthcare and things like that nature, man. It's all bullshit, man.
It's when you look back at which I think is related to the word that you use, fiduciary, but when you look back at Ford v Doge, because Ford was like, look, man, we should be using profits to make our cars better. We should be using the profits from the company to make the cars better, or whatever it was. Doge was like not Doge, Dodge. I'm saying Doge. Yeah, Dodge. Dodge was saying, look, man, we want to use those profits for us, and Dodge won. So that created a world where a company's objective is to help the shareholders, not for the employees, not for the consumer. It's all about the shareholders. Extraction
Of wealth. That's what the game is, man. You just using and abusing people and not much coming back in return. You know, and America's is the worst place for that. The UK is down bad, but at least these fuckers here give us something.
Yeah.
Man get a little healthcare, man get a little this or that. Them man in America getting nothing, man.
I remember hearing the story. One woman, she had triplets. Cost her $1 million.
God damn.
And obviously she ain't got $1 million, so that's just that's debt she's taken to the grave. Yeah.
Who brings it on this, innit? It says Sirach 13:18 says, what agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor.
Yeah, that's it. That's the society. The rich eat the poor. That's what goes down, man.
Literally, so.
Literally. Oh man.
Damn.
It's the spirit.
Damn.
Yeah, they be eating up the poor. That's Esau society, man. That's what it's designed to do. That's why we told you. Every time they'll come on the TV and tell you about GDP. GDP don't mean shit. You can have the highest GDP you want. That doesn't mean that there's no poor people.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a reflection.
because it's for instance, you've got the what is it, the Big Mac index or something like that. where it's like how much a Big Mac costs in different places. It's basically the point about it is trying to work out purchasing power parity. Like you was using an example of like China. Remember we met those two Chinese girls. The chick was saying that she could get a long ass high-speed rail business class for the equivalent of £21. You can't go anywhere.
Scotland,
200 quid.
Yeah.
sometimes more. Like if it's just the same day ticket.
And mind you, that's not even what do you call it? That's not even business class. You're saying you should leaning back in a chair and shit.
Bro, remember, like there's some parts of Europe that is cheaper to like work from and fly to the UK.
Yeah.
Than go to Manchester.
Yeah.
But didn't someone take a flight to Turkey, do their shopping,
And come back
and save money?
Save money.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was like he actually saved money. He actually went to the store, everything. Just full shopping, got right on the plane, came back, saved money.
Yeah, and that's all like currency manipulation and fuckery that he's sort of introduced to the world. And manipulation, man. Crazy.
He says, as the proud hate humility, so doth the rich abhor the poor.
Yeah, they hate and have a disdain for the poor. And that's mainly Jake. They don't like the poor. They don't love the poor. They don't give a damn. But they say they do, but they don't. They work against. You know? Is that,
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2. Right, it says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
Yeah, disobedient to parents, man. They got no respect for, and again, that's by design. Esau did that. The youth culture. The youth culture has always reinforced rebellion against those that came before. MTV, the MTV culture. All right, and then all the programs you watch teaches the kids to not have any respect for their parents, man. You know, and so that the youth culture is always separated from the adults, and it's led by whoever's controlling the media. That's why they're not supposed. Obviously, the youth are gonna always be slightly different to the older people, right? But never in history has there been such a disconnect between the generations.
Yeah.
There's a massive disconnect, and it's all based upon the shit that way they were watching on TV.
I have a quick precept on that.
Yeah, because I guarantee you that my father wasn't that much different to his grandfather in the way he thought and how he thought about things, because they were a lot more connected to what was before them. Now, between a grandparent, a parent, and there could be 3 different cultures going on. You know? 3 different complete cultures, and it's based upon there's still niggas watching MTV and TikTok, and they're like gremlins,
Like remember that time? Remember we saw that kid like on Instagram when that girl complaining about why her parents I don't give a fuck about that. And it's like, hold on. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? I don't care about family members. You go there on holiday with your kids and accept your kids to be accepted. It's backwards. And then before you know it, like if you have that mentality and your kid says that, you just lose your culture.
and you're just over here, but then you don't
You're just
belong.
stuck here.
You're Baconites, well, you ain't gonna belong with these Baconites either.
Yeah.
You miss your grandson missed that penalty, and it's the sack of monkey memes.
That's it. That's for real. It's dark like that.
The niggas praying they don't get picked for a pen, bro.
Yeah. I have a quick one. Proverbs 30 and 11.
Gotta look up the Instagram.
Yeah. There is a generation that curseth their father and do not bless their mother. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes and is yet not washed from their filthiness. It says there is a generation, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up.
Yep.
There is a generation whose teeth are like swords and the jaw like knives. Yeah, like this time period. Like obviously, look, there's a lot of people on earth that don't believe in the Most High, but just like remember, like there's just no fear of scoffing at God now.
And that's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, you remember school days? Even to just say on God was kind of like, oh, bro, you can't even say that.
Bro, the jumpy thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So much has changed because from my generation upwards, yeah. Like, when I was growing up, there couldn't be no jumpy thing, man. Man didn't play with that. Halloween. You couldn't-
no.
Bro, you couldn't even, it wouldn't even come into my mind to come home and say to my grandmother, yeah, I want to go to a Halloween party. Bro, you'd be cooked.
Personal testimony. Until I was about 15, 14, I thought Halloween was the next month after. Because I never got to leave my house on Halloween. And I stay home, don't go nowhere. And then and that was it. I didn't actually know. Till about 14, I was like, bro, it's not even
In
this
November.
month. It's in October.
Bro,
I
the
didn't know.
disconnect, and it's really around my generation onward. Like, even the sayings, like, them old school West Indian people, right? They had certain knowledge and wisdom that they would pass on from generation to generation. And I can tell you, and it's true, the generation beneath me, right, don't know anything compared to like my grandmother and the generation before them. All that knowledge that they had of herbs, certain sayings, I'll remember them because I heard my grandmother say it. My kids don't know. Like, they don't know these old school proverbs and that.
It's interesting because I saw a documentary once of a Native American like doctor, herbalist, who's like from it's an old documentary. You know, the documentaries that only got like 30 views on YouTube that you can never find again. But he was basically it was only him left with the knowledge, and he was trying to teach his son. But his son was just westernized. He was trying to listen to Tupac and shit. He's like, I don't give a fuck about no herbs. But then it's like, yo, you just lost like 400 years of history.
And I'll be honest, and I speak as a man when I say this, because everyone looks at like, oh, Japan this, Japan that. But one of the things about Japan, they had a very long dynasty.
Yeah.
So that when I think about it, I was like, oh, that means that was knowledge that was being passed on from all the way back then.
Yeah.
Because really, I think their dynasty was like over 1,000 years.
And it don't mean you don't progress.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you don't progress.
Yeah.
But the core of knowledge stays.
Exactly.
You can still progress with knowledge, but there ain't no disconnect.
Well, a prime example is Rome. Remember, like the whole it was a common thing at like funerals to like retell old kind of stories and keep wax masks of previous ancestors. So like it was a common thing at a funeral.
It's a commandment in the scriptures to
Yeah,
pass
learn
on the
about
old
your
stories.
fathers.
To learn about it. Yeah.
Now these niggas they're disconnected, bro. That's why they call them the Gen Alpha. Bro, they're completely now just disconnected. They don't make sense. They're completely got no. If you ask them about a proverb, their knowledge, their wisdom comes from KSI and watching. No, think of it. They don't know. Like, my mom used to tell me certain things, and even to this day, this is things that her grandparents used to say, like, when I listen to when mama and papa say drink pepper, lime water and salt. Oh, you never miss the well till the well run dry. You know what it was, bro? There's like an infinite amount of fucking proverbs that when you're young, you're like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then when you get older, you're like, oh, that's just a wisdom still. Yeah, and that's why we got the book of Proverbs. But these niggas ain't got nothing. They're disconnected from all that.
But you know what's cool? Because when you're saying it, I'm thinking about how I remember speaking to my mum, and she's in the land, she lives in the land of Ham and everything. But basically, like someone sojourning in the land of Ham. But basically, someone in a local place was needed to give birth, and then she was getting, she needs to give birth. This person needs to give birth, but there are no hospitals. I was like, wait, this is that place. Like, if anyone should know how to do home births, it's people back there. But it's that knowledge is being taken away, so that, would you call it? What does the scripture say? She'll go to this man in the want of all things. Because let's be real. If I find a chick right now, she had to. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. No one. She won't have any friends that knows what to do.
Man don't know the herbs.
Yeah.
They don't. There was all they had them natural remedies. They had them on the islands, but they had bare natural remedies.
Scripture says to the search of thy fathers.
But they don't know nothing. It's a massive disconnect. But that happened. That started with Esau. Esau created youth culture,
Yeah.
and the youth culture disconnects you from everything.
Wisdom Solomon 2 touched on that. Like basically, you know what I mean? Like, this life is short, we're about a vapor. So let's just get drunk basically. And it even touches on to let's oppress the poor or the aged. It actually gets into
Yeah, there's a whole generation of niggas now that actually believe that beating your children is abuse.
yeah, bro.
A whole
What are you
generation.
talking about?
And that's not to say that some of them look.
Let's balance it.
There's niggas that was taking it too far. Yeah, but it wasn't everyone. Like I got beat, yeah, but I don't think I was abused. Like at all. No.
Certain times you're like, yeah, I deserve that one.
Yeah, I didn't get beat that much, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I would never say, turn around and look at my dad or my mom or grandmother and say, oh, you abused me. A lot of these niggas is like, yo,
But
Shout
guess
out
what?
me.
but where did they get that from?
That fruit from the serpent. You're like,
Yeah,
ooh.
yeah.
Like, and you be hearing a big nigga trying to like break it down. No, cause like if you're soft parented, and then when your kid is 15, he's sticking his middle fingers.
Yeah.
Tell you to
Well,
fuck
them
off.
niggas in Clapham.
Yeah, yeah,
Niggas
yeah.
running around Clapham like
Smacking.
demons. Hey, I'll tell you this for free. Man, weren't doing that back in the day.
Oh,
Because your parents, listen, you know what abuse is. Because you'd have got
Come on
abused.
now. Right, it don't matter where you are in the middle of the shopping center, you're like, oh shit.
Bro, and don't run into no auntie first.
Yeah. But
Don't run into no auntie and no uncle because they're beating you too.
Spy you out.
They're beating you too. And then when you get in home, they get in the second round.
Yeah.
You might get a 12 round beating.
Yeah,
Bro, you know certain one with the what you call extension called Bumba. Bro,
No, that would be unthinkable doing something. You'd think about it. Oh shit, okay, no, bro.
I saw a video of a Jake punching up her uncle.
Yeah,
You know,
I saw, yeah,
like he was
that
like,
one,
he
yeah.
knocked out like a 60-year-old uncle.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Shut up. I was like, bro,
Disrespectful,
back in the
man.
day, you'd have been made an example of.
Yeah.
I was like, you're making it.
but Esau, you saw what Esau did though in the UK. So one of the things that's common in the UK, especially for people that were say their parents had moved there, maybe to first or second generation, you get so I'll send you back home. Bro,
court case.
they were court cases, man. And the thing is, it was one. It was funny.
And
It was
it was actually to Ghana as well.
yeah, it was funny though.
See, them Ghanaians are wicked, bro.
But I was saying it was funny because they interviewed two Jakes.
Yeah.
One that was happy he got sent back and he spoke properly, and then the other one who basically won the court case and was like, yeah, and he's like, yeah, cause like I don't feel like my parents can just do that, like, and just like they contrasted that with the Jake that got sent back. And it was like, yeah, I think had I not been sent back, he
You'd be in
spoke.
jail. You'd be in jail because guess what, man? Babylon, man. A lot of men, and I say this all the time. There are a lot of men come up from Montserrat, right? And then niggas went to jail. Now, don't get me wrong. There was wild niggas in Montserrat, right? But some of these niggas is in Montserrat wouldn't be in jail. They would have just grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, these men come to the UK and they're just doing madness over here and ended up in jail to the point where Montserrat got a bad name among the authorities. Because so many of these dudes are in jail. But I've got bare cousins in jail. Like for armed robbery, all sort, yeah. Bro, if they was in Montserrat, they wouldn't have be doing no damn armed robbery. You'd be cutting grass on the side of the road somewhere. Yeah, they come to England and lose their minds, and the same thing goes for a lot of these Ghanaian guys. They come from good homes with parents that ain't into no badness, and they come here and they're drillers.
Yeah, well, remember that one boy that got shot, that one Jake that got killed. He was going private school, and he leave private school and come back to the ghetto.
To drill.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you know what actually kind of showed you that Supercell? Because there was like a scene in Supercell where, and I cropped. It was a scene where one of the main drillers in South, that was depicted in South, there's a scene where he's coming to give his mum the dish so that she can wash her hands.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that because that is all. You have certain mans where it's like at home they're undermanned, but then for some reason when they're out,
They're lost in the sauce.
you know.
Their mom's a nurse and shit, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But even in that, they showed that they went and violated man's mum. That's what you doing.
Drilling, bro. Yeah, bro, this place is a virus, man. But it goes back to, the brother was he reading? Timothy.
I got Timothy.
Okay, yeah, let's finish that off. Yeah, man, this place is the virus. You know, it absolutely is the virus, and a lot of it goes into the influences, man. The music culture, the youth culture, which is all cultivated by Esau. You know, this culture is about destroying the minds of children. That's what they do. They destroy children's minds, man, and move them away from any form of righteousness into the way of wickedness. And you can see that. That's why every youth culture has been worse than the last. The next set is always worse. And you just look at what they're consuming. You know, look at the shit that they're watching and listening to. There's no substance to it. There's no spirituality. There's no maturity. Their children are not exposed to maturity anymore. They're exposed to fuckery. And then another thing you find out about in the West is they did a thing where in the East or other places, children spend a lot more time than adults. Whereas in the West, children spend most of their time with other children in a bubble. They're in the youth bubble. And immature people influencing other immature people leads to immature behavior.
So
You know, they don't spend enough time with olders.
yeah.
Well, that's what happened with I always get it mixed up. Remember, his counselors was all young.
Yeah, young niggas, man.
It was kind of, it just
Yeah, you're disconnected. Like most people don't spend time actually talking to experienced people that know shit.
It's like what I messaged the other day in the week, where basically what the person was breaking down was how is it Gen Z are the content creators, but they have no experiences. Millennials have the experiences, but they don't make content. So Gen Alpha or whatever, their whole life understanding is from people who have no life experience. You know, where it's like once again that whole thing about marriage, whatever it is, where it's like these people, you're hearing about marriage advice from people that have never been married.
Yeah, and again,
You know, I know, yeah,
Yeah, but
because they all came out that they're all gay, innit?
But the Bible, the scriptures talks about learning from your fathers, learning from your elders. You go to other places, they'll have times when they'll actually get the children together and they'll be listening to their elders. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure even in, I know man's banning out Ghana, but I'm sure if you go to the villages in Ghana, there's times when the children are sitting there and they're listening to the elders speak.
I've seen it.
When are you going to be here in the UK any time at all where anyone under the age of 20 is actually listening to someone over the age of 50 or 60? They're not. No one ain't got no time to listen to granddad.
Like keeping like a little example is over here, like in the UK, they always try to act like it was only great white men that fought in World War I. When my brother's got family members like me, like I have a family member that was stationed in Burma in World War I. But you know, you don't even know that.
No.
But you know, yeah, so
It's like, no, because it's on this concept of like the Israelite foreigners. But what was he doing? You might have some family in Burma, like, you know.
For real though. But, you know what I'm saying? But it's like now, you have these young bacon eyes, Great Britain, our country, and it's like, hold on, brother's got granddads that was in World War II and shit, that did shit, that are veterans.
This is for Ecclesiasticus 30, start from 2. It says, start from 3. He that teaches his son grievous to the enemy.
Yeah.
And before his friends, he shall rejoice of him. Though
Go on.
though his father die, yet is he is as though he were not dead.
Yeah, because it's like a son.
He's passed on the thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it, man. In his image.
Yeah.
In his image.
But now your kids are really learning from the school.
Bro.
They're being in fact, the reality is that and we experience this when you're in the truth. Your children, right, are absorbing. They're a different person to you in a certain degree because the information they're absorbing is not mainly from you. It's mainly from school and the TV. Like, you're not spending as much time with your children as what you really should do or would do. So sometimes you kids might mention something like, where did you get that from? I didn't tell you about this. That wouldn't happen back in the day. Like, you know, you'd learn the most of what you learn from
Parents.
trusted sources, like within the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Even businesses, like even most businesses was like a family chain. You know what I mean? Like you actually might work at a family of carpenters. You might work in a family of locksmiths or blacksmiths or whatever it is. So it's a family trade.
Yep.
And it's hundreds of years of shit passed down.
Exactly. But because when we were speaking about wisdom earlier on, it's like when you have time to do that, wisdom compounds.
Yeah.
Right? Because there'll be something that your dad did and you watched them do it, but then the Lord was dealing with you to be like, have a little spark. Oh, but Dad, what if we did it kind of like this way? And his dad's like, yeah, you know what? And then you
don't make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you learn from the history.
A wise man learns from another man's mistakes.
We're going to say, for he has left one behind. I mean, though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Yeah, and that gives you a sense of duty as well.
Yep.
Like Jacob lost a sense of duty and
to carry on something.
yeah, duty to carry on something, and even just hold on to culture and custom. Like a lot of these gang niggas, especially from like Nigeria and shit, they can act all gangster, but when they meet their granddad at home, they bow. They actually got to do this.
Prostrate.
They got to prostrate or lie on the floor. I've seen it before. Niggas have to prostrate, but then it's like now that culture's been faded away.
I got a precept here, man. What is this? Sirach 6:32 says, "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding, and if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of elders and cleave unto him that is wise." A big problem we got right now is man ain't really dealing with the elders, and then another thing is that you're not dealing with them that are wise. It's the fools that's got everybody's ear and attention. You know, man are listening to what? Okay, they're locked into KSI, they're locked into Kais and that. And that's where all their information is coming from. Celebrities, rappers, and man that should not be speaking. They're not wise. Even in the so-called black community, like if you go back to within the West Indian community in the UK, we have an upper echelon of intellectuals that actually know shit and have wisdom. You will never see or hear from them. So who you gonna hear from is the rappers. What's this nigga name from South, man? You know these crazy niggas. Mind games. Niggas is niggas is locked into all these spray. Yeah. Niggas is locked into all them guys. Man, sorry, he's not from South, from North, innit? Yeah, you locked in with all these guys, and they're the ones giving you knowledge. All these ex-gang members now are got the podcast trying to drop knowledge. They're the voice of reason now. So where's all the doctors? Where's all the man that actually
nerds?
Yeah, you ain't got them. No one ain't listening to anything or their podcasts if they do have it. Because I've seen certain podcasts and I was like, okay, these are talking sense. They don't want to hear from them. They want to hear from the rappers and the ex-gang members.
So tell me when you first see your first stab.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best op.
Remember that nigga?
My favorite op.
Favorite op, bro. That was my favorite op. Like, you know, sometimes I do.
What's them guys called? The Sidemen. And all these guys.
The thing is, like, bro, the Simons, that's an insult, bro. Like, back in it's a side back.
And that's the youth culture. But it says stand in the multitude of elders. Like you go back to Jake, right? The whole thing was what's it called? The schools they had, the special.
Oh yeah. Right. I know you're talking about.
That whole situation, Jake, it took the Jake of intellect here, and it meant a lot of men and working together too, because there was a lot of Jake women involved. Coming together, they made their own newspaper. They started publishing their own newspaper to educate Jake about what was happening, and did their own schools, which means they had other Jake who was smart to do their own Saturday schools to teach the children in homes. Right now, they fought against all that shit against Esau, a lot of men don't even know about all that. Yeah. But my thing is, yeah, now when there's issues in the so-called black community in the UK, where are all those elders? They don't get an opportunity to talk.
Yeah.
It's all these fucking spraying all these man that's talking about every issue.
Yeah. You know what? I would kind of liken that. Remember when the Northern Kingdom was got like when the kingdom split, but they were starting to make like commoners like priests over them. Remember? Like,
Yeah, commoners.
and then it was like, bro, this judgment is not right.
You know what's up? Now the Lord has brought it to the next level where you got men of the Lord, you got the apostles and elders. But a lot of men are not going to want to hear all that because they're used to getting their information from fools, and it's delivered in a particular way from a particular type of person. We've been disconnected from any form of wisdom, and that's Esau's way. That's why we got to get out of here, because if this kingdom was to go on, you'd have whole generations of people that are just empty-headed NPCs, man, hooked on porn and live streaming. No connection, just live streaming idiots walking around doing fake shit. You know what I mean? It's bullshit, man.
Yeah, it says this is 1 King 12 and 31. And 30, and it says, and this thing became a sin for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan, and he made an house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi. You know what I mean? So imagine like you're supposed to be taking counsel.
Schooled.
Yeah.
Man that's knowledgeable and experienced.
You're just making some dude that's got big arms a priest now. No, that's how niggas are.
Smelly
Like
armpit.
a nigga's famous because he had a fight in a jail in fucking LA somewhere, and now he's on Vlad.
That's basically what it is.
Anytime, anywhere. You know, it's like, bro.
Yeah. Run that fade.
Yeah, fade, bro. What's that dude, man? Or extra. You always see him on Vlad TV.
Right.
You know the nigga with the fireworks, he blew off his hand.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that Jake? Him. He's always just say, yeah. And it's like, bro, why does he have a platform?
No one should be listening to these dudes, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fools have
Fully
a
set in great dignity.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, I mean, our kingdom, us having like eternal life and having the Spirit of the Lord in us, that's why it says you won't need the sun to give its light.
Will always be there,
It's
man.
always gonna be there. You know what I mean? And it even makes you understand why the law before it was written down, man, it was passed on. Because if you look at the timeline, you know, if you look at the biblical timeline pre-flood of people who was alive at certain times, like raw, he was alive the same time as him. So that's how you know the knowledge of what was going on was passed down, and then you had Noah. He was able to carry on through his sons. But like a lot of people don't think about that. When you look at the timeline, you're like,
they're good generations, man.
And even Ham, Shem, and even Shem, because you know Ham was off all that. But let's say Shem, if you look at his lifespan and he was alive before he died, you're like, raw. You know, it's interesting.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, there's a
Knowledge
lot.
has to
Like,
carry on, man.
that's why this whole kingdom has to be dissolved, because everything's fucked up. And Esau's purposely fucked. And this is the point. Esau's purposely disrupting the natural and righteous way of life. He's not accidentally fucking everything up. He's fucking it up on purpose because it benefits him. The degradation of the people of the earth, the degeneracy of the people of the earth benefits him. It's better for him the more dark people are, the more ignorant people are. It's better for him that way, because that's the only way he can have dominance in the earth. But our thing's the opposite, man. Our thing is gonna be, bro, the way the world's gonna be under our rulership, the dumbest man is gonna be like a genius in that kind of way, because the knowledge he will possess of what's right and what's wrong, and in his profession and just general history, is gonna be true. Think of it. Most people, even what they think of history, most of it's lies. The Bible's gonna be like knowledge that everybody possesses. Everyone, not gatekeeping. Everyone's gonna know what the history is written up in the Bible. And one thing they're gonna know is you Edomites were fucking apes, man. They're gonna look at you like what you are, and that's what pisses me off. when you see you Edomites portray yourself as being some kind of superior form of human
Elves.
being. Throughout all history, people are gonna look at you as what you fucking are. A low IQ ape man, the war monkey.
So like, because it's the amount of witchcraft really that Esau's done to basically make nations maybe not forget, but still hold them in high esteem. Because he's fucked with everyone's grandparents. And the reason I'm framing it like that is because like certain things that he's done, it's like those are our grandparents in all of these different countries that were affected by Esau. Yet he is seen as thou wise man.
But you know what? That image, that's why it says he's despised. You're starting to see more and more that really the people of the earth despise the so-called white man. People are seeing through him. You know, they're seeing that actually these people ain't all they're cracked up to be.
That's it.
Like you're a man like we are, and then you're flawed. You're extremely flawed individual.
Yeah, that's why you be seeing certain things about they'll be going certain countries now and they're getting kicked out. Maybe not in mass, because obviously that dollar's strong, right? But it's like they now understand the spirit that you bring when you come to those countries. That you look at their women just as sex slaves, right? That you are there to exploit, and then you're entitled.
But that's what the scripture said in Habakkuk, isn't it?
Yeah.
They will bring up a taunting proverb, and through this Iran thing, you know what you're finding out, man? Bro, like a lot of the people in the earth is on Iran side.
Yeah. Well, you see that with
even in their own countries, there's people like, you know what, low key, bro. I hope America lose this one.
Even what's the name was talking about that, innit? Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he tried to say
he was like, bro, for real, man. A lot of people like, man, fuck these niggas.
Because I saw there was a meme, you know, the Homelander meme. It was like Iran being like, oh, you don't mind us hitting Israel?
No wonder people are tired, man. The world is tired of Edomite bullshit and hypocrisy, man.
Remember school days when a bully chatting shit and a guy doesn't expect just punches him and lands a bang, like, ooh. And like the bully's expecting his subjects to be like, no, you can't touch him. And even his subjects are like charge him.
It was a good shot. It was a good shot. Yeah, and it's just only the beginning, man. You Edomites, you've already fallen from grace. You just don't know it yet. Just like Trump. And the funny thing is, when you look at what Trump's doing, and the way he's speaking, it's so spiritual. This whole thing is very spiritual because they're talking the hardest. They're talking like they're gonna destroy everyone and do this, But that's what's gonna, everything he's speaking into existence is really what's gonna come back on that. He said bomb back to the Stone Age, when that's gonna happen to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, brother.
Be well,
1,000 years, they're gonna come out the caves and then they're gonna put us in handcuffs.
No.
Come on, man.
The pride that they're showing, it's all gonna fall back on them right now. Like they're actually at the end, and the way he's declaring victory every day, it's
so like
it's crazy.
Bro, man said we cringe, bro. We destroyed their fucking airport.
I think they're gonna declare victory when the missiles drop. Missiles will be on their way. It's like we've won again. Missiles is flying.
Man said we destroyed their army, shut down the fight.
They took down an F-15, then shot down an A-10. Well, maybe not shot down, but hit an A-10. And then allegedly also hit a Black Hawk. All in the same day. But they've got no Air Force.
No, zero.
But that whoever that troop is right now, he's hurt. He's in lamentation.
America's getting fucked up by the Phantom Menace.
Exactly.
Brother says breathing hard. He's in fear for his life right now.
Oh man. Yeah, he's on that anxiety. Right? You brothers got any final scriptures then we close up? Okay, we can what will I? Yeah, we'll read that. Hey, because listen, man, this has been a long time coming, man.
It has.
Esau's fall from long time, but Yahushua, going back to Yahushua, he had to make a sacrifice first. You know, and now that the fruit of that sacrifice is gonna come to pass right now. Yeah. That we're gonna see victory. Yahushua earned this victory that we're gonna see over Esau, and the victory ain't gonna come because we bought a bunch of weapons. No, the victory came because the Lord made a sacrifice, man. Right? We defeated Esau in the spirit, and he doesn't know it. He doesn't understand it. Even these Edomites walking around now, they don't understand that their fall was laid out. It was already written, and it's actually being televised right now.
God wills it.
That what we're seeing, everything that's happening right now, is going to lead to your end, but not in a way you think. Oh, the end of the West. Nah, bro.
No.
It's a real end.
Hostile takeover.
To the pits. Go on, let's read that and then we'll close out.
It's Luke 12, verse 22. And the Lord said, "Who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he has. And if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delays his coming,"
That's talking about these guys that were in the truth, but they lost patience. The world became tantalizing. Yeah, they started blaming the truth on all their problems, and they wanted to go be UFC champions. And yeah, nigga talking about they want to be UFC champion. I ain't never seen a nigga fighting yet. I ain't seen a nigga fight. Nigga, you ain't never gonna be no UFC champion. Niggas wanna be a DJ. They wanna go back to being rappers. Them niggas wanna be rappers. I ain't never seen them on MTV. What's going on? You know? But you know you had a crisis of life. The pride of life got to you, and you're thinking, nah, it ain't worth it. The Lord ain't coming back anytime soon. And now look where we are. It's 2026 and the Carmanians are moving mad out here, man.
But you know what's beautiful? I was thinking about that precept. We're watching it live.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you have to go to page 13 to find an article, bro.
Yeah.
On Google, like.
But it's just wait.
Like every 6 months, something will pop up.
Yeah.
Now it's every minute.
That's it. Because that precept, I think, because the elders spoke about it as well. But it's like wasting a portion of the Assyrian land of the Assyrians. Like we're watching that. We're actually watching that manifest right before we speak. Like, you know, it's amazing. But on that, because I was thinking about that the other day as well. It's like, as men, we always have to take accountability, man. Right? This truth ain't a problem. Right? If you say, oh, I can't do this because of the truth. Nah. Because it's like, if it's wickedness on the one, even on that side. Right? But just in general, it's like, bro, you can't blame the truth for anything.
It's decent.
Yeah, but I never seen a nigga go back in the world and
do something.
What did you do, man?
Yeah,
Like,
do something. It's just an excuse.
Yeah,
You're
because
weak.
Because of the truth, well, I can't have a woman. It's like, nigga,
No, nobody said that.
No one ever
Exactly.
said that.
But yeah.
Come on, bro.
But what is true though is that it will be a little bit in this world. It's gonna be harder because a lot of you be seeing guys getting bare gal. Most of that is adultery. A large percentage of that is adultery, man.
and pussy, man.
Exactly,
Listen, man, grow
Just
up,
go
man.
pay for it, man. Fuck off.
Listen, at the end of the day, punani is punani. It's not that important. Most man that's chasing down a lot of punani in this life, it's just escapism, man. Like, let's keep it real. Your life's fucked. That's why you're so obsessed with punani, because it's a way for you to escape.
Me get enough gal.
Nigga, your life's terrible, man. You're crying in the shower, man. It's like alcoholism to them. So no, it's not that big of a deal. To a real man, punani's not that big of a deal. You know, so what really pisses you off? Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, blood. Bro, you got bills that you're struggling with. You might get some punani, and it's good in the moment. And as soon as you hit that nut, bro, you're like, oh, shit, man, I gotta pay that bill tomorrow.
That clarity,
There's more things to life than just punani,
Bill
man.
first.
Then you're alright, man. Payday sex. It's like, bro, there's more things to life than just punani, man. Like, your life, you can get punani, your life's still hell. It's just it's nice in the moment. You know what I mean? Like,
And that's it, Zoko. How many times you've been just walking out and about, or you're just observing, and then you're seeing a man catching hell from his woman. That guy ain't in the truth. He's still catching hell from his woman. She still's gonna leave him. It wasn't the truth.
Just an excuse.
Yeah, you ultimately you just one of the elect. Yeah.
yeah, you can still get a decent job if you're in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like whatever, bro. You just ain't lost faith, man, and they think you could put your eggs in a better basket, but that basket's about to be lit up, man. You know what I'm saying? With fire. So yeah, good luck to you. That's what the scripture said. Go on, huh?
That's what I say. My Lord delays his coming, and it shall begin to beat the men servant.
Yeah, they start coming up against, brothers, the elders. And, we've seen it before. Guys ready to fall out, and then they start saying they can do this better and that better, and they have the little 6 months, and then they're out of there, man.
Fizzle out.
You know, they fizzle out, man, because they really just looking to exit stage left. They start to beat the man that's actually still just doing the work.
You know when you're watching a candle starting to, he's got that few flames, it's flickering, and then eventually
Flickers in the wind.
Start making up shit. Yeah, GMS, man, you know, they didn't do this, do that, and whatever. But look, my nigga, you just want to go back in the world. Good luck. All right,
Just go do it.
good luck, man.
Exactly.
It's on you. But when all hell breaks loose, just know that you made your choice on what you wanted to be a part of.
Yep.
You know you wanted to be in that burnt house that's gonna burn. When it burns and you're in it, man, just charge it.
Hold it.
Charge it. I hope it was worth it.
Charge it.
Because I could tell you it's not worth it. That's like I'm saying, like a lot of the things that man think they can get in this world, it's always tainted in some way, shape, or fashion, man. It ain't gonna be perfect. No matter what you get in this world, it's gonna be tainted. Whether it's money or whatever there's gonna be sometimes you be even when you're in a good place, you're like, oh man, that's fucked up though. Something reminds you that this is hell.
so
It's always bullshit, man.
And then in laughter, even the heart is sorrowful.
Yeah, it's like that, man. This is what I'm saying, bro. Let's say you got bare money, and then so you get around a bunch of these demons. You be there, you just say, oh man, I'm fucking around a bunch of demons, but like, I'm all up in this plush place, but I'm in Dubai, where it's just bare demons.
Yeah, and Ron's bombing you.
in Diddy's party, blood. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Come on, when you want to be in Diddy's party, then you see niggas sucking dick. Like, oh my god, what am I doing here? This is crazy, bro. Listen, man, just chill, man.
Thank you, the Lord.
Yeah, in the kingdom, we're gonna get everything and we'll be happy with it all.
In righteousness.
And you'll be at
No
peace.
downside.
There's no downside, man. Here, there's always a downside, man.
Yeah, man.
As I was going to say, and shall begin to beat the men servant and maidens, and to eat and drink and to be drunken. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware.
Yeah, you
You're
see how
distracted by all what's going on around you in the world.
shit turned up, bro.
Yeah.
This Iran thing was like,
Bro.
like, oh shit. And then we, even us, man, were like, yo, we gotta stay patient. Because you still have to stay patient, you know what I mean? You're like, we'll see. They might run a little ceasefire. Bro, the way this thing's going, bro, this
Full
thing
throttle.
don't look like it's
Man ain't
stopping.
backing down.
Yeah. This thing might fly out of control.
No deals.
Escalating all the time, man.
out.
Because Israel because didn't they just bomb my man?
Yeah, yeah,
And his
one of the
wife is dead.
negotiators,
And
yeah.
it's like, bro, so the third time they've tried to do some negotiation, you bombed them again. It's like, yeah.
Never serious. Yeah, bro. Where's your president, man? You know what I mean?
Where's your boy?
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister of the grave. He's dead.
Yeah.
And I believe that nigga's dead.
Bro, it's
think he got
definitely sensational what's happening,
Yeah.
and it's closer than what people would think.
Yeah.
Because let's say if by the end of this year, America's completely destroyed. Ain't nobody would have predicted that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody would have predicted that.
that
Like,
poly market.
That's what I'm gonna say. I was checking out that at work. I was trying to place a bet.
Ain't nobody would have predicted that. Like them are all thinking about the midterms and Trump gonna get. They wouldn't be predicting thermonuclear destruction, just wiping America off the face of the earth. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's how it's gonna come. Like, oh shit, that happened.
That's it.
We thought it was just gonna be a little Iraq thing, and Iran ain't nothing. Then you find out Russia's piling in, because Russia's definitely backing up Iran.
Yeah.
They've made it clear, blood. There ain't no nukes gonna get used.
Brother shared something. What do you call it? I just saw it on my watch, but it was like they were basically saying the Chechens. Yeah, Chechens. They're gonna roll through.
Yeah, they said if there's an invasion, they're like,
But the thing is, and them Chechen mans, they're all about the hills and all of that sort of stuff.
and brother,
You know what Hezbollah?
You know them dudes get a sword and cut their tongue and
yeah, them man,
they're crazy.
them
bro.
man didn't grow up watching social media and playing games, but them man are serious.
Some people,
They're serious men.
Yeah.
Them man don't care about niceties. Bro.
2-3 years.
Forget, brother. Hey, because man don't realize that's why Khabib and them man were fucking these dudes up in the West, because Like I
I
said,
get
it's
that
the
mentality.
focus.
Yeah.
When they're over there, their whole lifestyle,
It's
they're
just war.
focused on realness.
Yeah.
They're not got time to be trying to. They don't. That's why they don't even think about bling bling.
Yeah,
What is that, brother?
Well,
Why do I need that?
No, man.
Niggas in the look at all these young athletes in the West. As soon as they get a little bit of money,
Yeah.
they start living a pipe dream.
That's true.
Because their mind ain't focused. All they're thinking about is living out a music video.
Yeah.
So they got all the chains and acting all stupid.
Oh, well, like
You know?
the real what's the dude, man?
Who?
The new Big Baby, not the.
Big baby Anderson.
Anderson.
Yeah. All like the
He
thing dancing
got
and all of
spun
the
by
chain.
Uncle.
And Uncle just punched him up.
Uncle punched him up. Uncle ruined his life.
Yeah. Because niggas ain't serious, bro. They just like they're like children. You know what I'm saying? Whereas over there, they don't have them distractions.
Serious.
It's serious, blood. Life is more real. They live real life as real men and very simple. So they could focus their manly thoughts upon killing them. Man don't have extracurricular activities. Man got wives, that's it. And the man are happy just having their wife. They ain't out every night trying to be fucking Casanova. You know, why do I need to, brother? I have wife.
Yeah.
I focus.
You know, it's funny because when Conor and Khabib was fighting, do you remember that show, the Art of Dialogue, that show the fighters and their lives? The guy interviewed tried to show their wives on camera. He said, "Hey, don't show our wives. Like, we ain't on that Western shit. It's like,
No.
in the West,
Why is
you see a guy in his wag, you know what I mean, and all that." He said, "Listen, here,
It's simple,
no women, no children, just us."
Because at the end of the day, it's about the boxing.
It's simple. They have a purity of purpose, but
Yeah.
the West ain't know nothing about that. These men have got too much shit in their brain, man. You know what I mean? Them Chechens, bro, them man just got beards, muscle, and they're serious, bro.
Yeah, innit?
And a little bit of vodka.
Vodka and bare cardio. It's good to go. Like.
Hey, in a way, that's what the Iranians are like.
Yeah.
They don't even realize that a lot of the Iranians here are veterans
Yeah.
from that Iraq war. You hear it, it's like almost every guy was in the war.
Yeah,
So these
yeah.
men are all hard. Now look at Pete Hegseth, he wasn't really no bad man. Trump dodged the war.
Bro, you know Hegseth was one of them nerds, bro. You know he was a nerd who was burning ants
He's a
and
fake.
shit, man.
These men are not like most of these Iranians, man, are scholars and fucking war veterans at the same time. Bro.
Which well, we speak about that saying, man. I always forget it when I need to bring it out. But it's like you don't want to separate your warriors and your wise men, basically, because you have your fighting done by fools and your something done by cowards. So, yeah.
Oh, these men are serious, bro.
Yeah.
These men are serious, bro. And that's what they're gonna come up against over there. The Hezbollah and Iran and all, they don't give a fuck about dying, man. Them men are ready to die, brother. Are you? That's how they want to know. You thinking about getting a record deal, like when you get back home. Most of the American military ain't in the military. There are a few NPCs, but a lot of people in the American military are not there for the fucking ideology of it. They're there because the military was going to pay off their fucking student loan and shit like that. They're mercenaries. They're mercenaries in their own country. They don't really believe in the cause. True. Like these Iranian men are not there for the fucking student loan.
Which I couldn't find any validate, but I was hearing that there was certain mini mutinies going on, man. Because they know. They may not have believed us before, but they've heard the Israelites say that's the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
And that's the same thing that happened in Vietnam. It got so bad that common guys in a kind of army started putting bounties on their commanders.
Yep.
And it was getting them wigged with kind of.
There you go. Yeah, because the army ain't strong, and that's another thing that's gonna lead to losses. Because them man ain't got the heart of lion, because you ain't in the right, man. And you know you ain't in the right. Half of them man are gonna know. Half of the fucking America, 40% of it is, or 50 is ethnics, man. Yeah. And the ethnics know this place ain't fucking right, man. Fast track to citizenship and that.
Yeah.
Go on now.
And they will cut him in asunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
And part of preparing yourself is letting this world go, letting America go, letting the UK go, letting it go. Don't hold on to it. Yeah, you got a job, you might have a house, whatever. Don't hold on to nothing, man. Be ready to let this place go. Let it burn. Let it all burn. Fuck it. Charge it. Charge it, man.
This won't pass.
Yeah, that's part of the right mentality. That's the difference between the elect and everyone else. A lot of these men want to hold on to America. They want to hold on to the UK because they're invested in it.
Yep.
Man, we're not invested in this place. Fuck this place, man.
So
It needs to go.
Scripture says, where there is no vision, the people perish. We have vision of something better.
Yeah.
Because imagine if this is it.
Nah,
It's
fuck
not.
that.
I
this
can't
can't
imagine.
Oh,
Fuck that.
Bro,
oh,
Man,
I'm
bro.
tired.
oh, we've done that.
Fed up, bro. Fed up, bro.
There is no plan B. Bro.
Charge it.
Bro.
Yeah,
Ready to go.
You know,
enjoy
casinos
football,
all in.
Just
Yeah, that's how it is. You
in.
got to be invested in the Lord and the Lord's plan, man. And not be
Sir.
looking back, not turning back to Babylon, man. Fuck Babylon. When you see these coons patriotic towards America, that's a sad state to be in, man. Oh, I'm American. And
You remember years ago there was that Jake, and it's like half his bottom face was burnt off. I was like, and this is how I drink. He was still in his army fatigues, and he was still
Sad.
proud to be an American. And it was like, this is how I drink. People ask me how I drink, and he's good. And I was like,
it's
bruh.
sad, man.
peak.
It's sad.
Shit, I have a Fanta.
Oh, he was still in his fatigues.
Because you know, a lot of them think to themselves, well, we've been in America so long and we've been slaves. So you
Jake,
think you have some
settled.
kind of or some kind. No, man. You have to let it go, man. Let America go. Let Esau have it. Listen, America is the white man's country. Yeah, let him have it, man.
Yeah.
We'll have our own, man. Fuck Britain. I don't care about slavery. Oh, so now I'm British too, and no, bro, you don't owe me nothing. You know what, man? Keep it.
Charge it.
Charge it, bro.
Later, you pay.
What does it say in Sirach? It says, and when you have need of thee. Because watch when these good British boys start and these good American boys and girls start basically being taken out, all of a sudden you're gonna be an American citizen again.
You're gonna
You're gonna be a British,
Britain, yeah.
You know, you're gonna be British again. You know, oh, you know, we did treat you Jakes badly. Want to join the war effort?
Like we did before.
Yeah.
So-called West Indians, man. Well, they were happy to
Valiant.
go fight for the empire.
Commonwealth.
Yeah, the Commonwealth, man. And then after they started throwing bananas at John Barnes and that. Yeah, I mean, John Barnes ain't going now though. He hates you, Edom. You can tell John Barnes hates them Edom
Vehemently.
He's like, fuck this, man.
Even the kingdom is going to be free. Never forget.
Yeah, good. Man.
But he that knew not.
They just gave Defoe a job, innit?
Oh yeah,
And it-
walking.
yeah, and they're saying he's DEI. Like, hey, Defoe was a baller, man. What the fuck are you talking about? But Lampard ain't DEI though. Lampard deserved it, yeah. Chelsea. Lampard deserved the
Stevie
Chelsea
G.
job. Yeah,
Stevie G. Look at him, he's a Saudi, bro.
crazy.
And still from.
How you
Gerrard.
dropping in Saudi, bro?
Yeah.
Good.
But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
So people don't realize that back then, when it says "what will I," it's an old English thing. What will I? What it translates to is "I desire," meaning the Lord desired from back then to bring Rome and everything down to just fire and ashes. But it wasn't time, as he's going to break it down. It wasn't time back then for Rome to be destroyed. It was time for him to make his sacrifice. Do you know what I'm saying? He had to fulfill what his role was to become a sacrifice for the remission of sins, so that now in this time he's going to fulfill his desire in the earth. Because when the Lord comes with the chariots, it's pure fire that's going to get pelted around, and the main fire is going to come on America. Righteous fire, man, to burn that place up from left to right, from north to south, the whole thing.
To recompense them that trouble you. That's what the Lord's coming to do with his angels,
And there's
man.
shame. You know, there's a defeat. There's certain defeat that don't have no shame. You could lose a war and it's like it's a shame in defeat, but it's like, you know, man gave it a good go. This is gonna be a shameful defeat because it's complete and utter destruction. Wipe you out from the face of the planet Earth, man. That's a shameful thing. Oh, I'm great. How great can you be when you get wiped out from the earth, bro? Ashes.
Control of the
You
league.
just get beat, gets knocked upside your head.
You know?
Like, remember when Adrian Broner was starting against Maidan and he beat the shit out of him?
No, you won't even compare him.
He was finished the fight, he's all good. Hell no.
Bro, it's a shame for the Lord and that's why it's so beautiful, because the way the American president is talking is like he's the God of war. You have the power. I'll bomb you into I'll do something to you that's never been done before. I have the power. Bro, listen, the Lord's gonna do something to you that's never been done before, bro.
That's right.
You about to become what's known as a lake. You know how mad it has to be for your country to be described as a lake of fire.
Dissolve into a lake.
That's insane.
Literally.
A lake of flames, bro.
Hell on earth.
With the smoke ascending, it's gonna be so much smoke. It's like it's forever, bro.
Bro, it's gonna be a long time.
Just melt your whole country, bro. Completely. Man, that's crazy, man.
Fire was in the house. Smoke fly away. How much fuel? Like, you know how long does it take to
After all that talk,
The volcano.
after you was talking the hardest, like you're the God of war.
Department of War, innit?
You were talking like you just God out here. You could just everyone.
Imagine that, like a wave of molten liquid, like a wave.
Man can actually step foot on it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's a big. America's no small place.
The actual winds blowing and shit. It's like
Crazy. But it's fitting.
out of space, man.
It's absolutely fitting, man. You're gonna know about destruction from the sky.
You're gonna see a cockroach. Slippers, cockroaches, slippers in that molten lake. Enjoy this time.
But for baptism, to be baptized with, and how and why straightened till it be accomplished.
There you go. That's right. So the Lord had a job to do, man.
That's right.
Which was we're in the midst of the Passover now, and that was his role at that time, to be that sacrifice. He ain't gonna be the sacrifice now.
Oh, not me.
Oh no,
never
he's
again.
already paid the cost.
Never again.
Now it's time to collect.
That's it.
Right? He paid the cost for our salvation and your destruction.
That's right.
And it's going time to pay it. It's gonna manifest,
It
man.
cost to be the boss.
Yeah, and it's coming real soon. We can feel it. We can smell it, man. Yes, we can smell it. All right, bro. Anything else? I'm gonna close up. Okay, Khan. So, Carl, hello. Double honesty, apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honestly, brothers out there in the highways and the byways. Shalom.